Did you move this desk?
Yeah, a little bit. I was moving stuff around yesterday.
It's annoying. Why did you do that?
I'm just trying to get the final alignment right when the video cameras turn on.
Why didn't you tell me we were going to do that? Did you think I wasn't going to know?
It was a serious error on my part. I should have
Curious.
He told me, he said, I bet Kirk's never going to notice. I'm pulling a fast one.
Actually, you know what? We got in here this morning and Blind Mike was like, I'm way too close to Kirk. He's going to jump all over this. I better move my seat back.
Odd.
I made sure I was far away from him.
It feels like I'm far away now. I don't know. It doesn't matter, I guess. But.
Do you want to be closer?
I don't. No, I'm used to being in a certain position.
Get right up here.
I don't really understand. I don't know. I don't. Okay, fine. So it's for what reason?
Well, I mean, we're not in the final arrangement for the furniture here. I think once we get the cameras on, we're gonna have to line it up like a movie set.
Okay.
Get the walls right.
A movie set, you say?
When is that gonna happen?
The painter's actually coming in today to have a gander at those walls. And
is he? What time is he coming in to start his gander?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent.
I wanted to ensure you'd be safely away.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. I do appreciate that. And I appreciate Roman. Let's get Roman out of the way first before we get to some matters at hand. By the way, we heard from anybody this week.
No, we
bad
haven't.
week. What a disappointing week. Jesus Christ.
No Getro Man, no 2 Pump Chump.
That's not good. GetRoman.com is good, though. GetRoman.com/Kirk. GetRoman.com/Kirk. When you choose that monthly plan, you get your first month of swipes for just $5 if you use the link GetRoman.com/Kirk. Again, GetRoman.com/Kirk. GetRoman.com/Kirk. Get fucking as well. Ejaculate longer, healthier. You can probably use it in your garden, I suppose. And
No.
You don't think so?
No, you can't use it in your garden.
You're not going to put that in your blueberry pancakes.
Specifically how your doctors would suggest.
Just on your dick.
It's not going to be part of the bed and breakfast where you put it in.
Oh, no, we'll have them bedside.
Oh, you will?
Yeah, of course.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I mean, this is
complimentary.
You think people aren't going to be fucking at Big Steve's B&B?
I would think
How could they not?
I'm going to
have sexuality about it.
Have triple layer soundproof walls. There's going to be so much fucking going on.
Anyway, GetRoman.com/Kirk. GetRoman.com/Kirk. What are you nodding? Why are you moving your head in the same motion while I move my head?
I don't know. Sometimes
why are you in
concert with me? Sometimes when individuals are close to each other, they tend to mirror each other's behavior.
We're not close to each other.
Yeah, we are.
I know, remember you made that comment about women menstruating at the same time. Bob didn't like that, remember?
Yeah, well, I mean, our menstrual cycles are aligned.
So
what is happening this morning?
I don't know. Well, you know, I don't really want to get into this because I don't want to get into this. You know what I mean, Steve?
Yeah, I don't either. How about that Browns game?
I don't care about the Browns game. I don't care. I saw Samuel L. Jackson said it was racist or whatever, and what's-her-face tweeted it was racist, and then she took it down, right? I think there's plenty of places to go there if you want to hear about that incident. I don't really have an opinion on it. Seems like the guy's an idiot to me. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to say.
But there's a lot of flirting around the edges, like that woman, that ESPN reporter won't come out and say it's racist. It's egregious.
Well, she deleted it also.
She said something egregious. Okay,
I would bet Myles Garrett, who my understanding is does shit like this all the time, not quite to this extent, but has gotten in a lot of trouble, will say he heard Mason Rudolph call him something egregious. Never seen Garrett act like that ever. Well, have we ever seen, when's the last time you saw any football player act like that? So a fucking helmet hit the guy in the head.
I guess my question is, why is the conversation just about suspending him? Why not charge him with assault?
Steve wants to arrest him.
Yeah. I'm going to charge him with assault.
I would be fine with that. I don't care.
I mean,
they won't, but I mean, that's
assault with a deadly weapon. Like if you're
Kermit Washington punched Rudy Tom Janovich in the face, almost killed him, and they never do that. They don't go that way.
When it's in sports, it feels different for whatever reason.
Yeah,
like the laws are just suspended. Like, what if a basketball player grabs a chair and bashes someone over the fucking head with it?
I agree. I would have no problem with that.
Did Ron Artest face legal? I can't remember.
I think there was some sort of thing there, but it wasn't with another player. That's why. I mean, he went. If he did that to a fan, I think he'd be in a different circumstance.
Right.
I also think if it was Tom Brady getting cracked over the head with a helmet, there'd be a little bit more uproar.
I mean, it's the biggest story in the country. What do you want? What would you like?
No. I mean, they wouldn't just be talking about suspending him.
Even we're talking about it in sports.
What would they talk about? They were jail. People hate Tom Brady outside of Boston.
No, fucking arrest him. Charge him with assault.
Okay, then what?
What
would you like then? Then what?
Throw the book at him.
You don't think he's going to jail for this if they charge him with assault?
Just let the criminal justice system play it out. It's assault.
What do you?
And then you're done with
what do you want everybody suing? Just let them handle it themselves. I mean, you want them to go to jail? I mean, what? It's a stupid thing, but the guy doesn't seem like he was hurt, right? Whether he had a concussion or something, maybe.
Steve wants justice for Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, I don't. Mason Rudolph's a Trump guy, though.
Well, there you go.
Oh, maybe that's why I'm standing
that's
up.
Why,
for it.
No, but that's why I think I can't.
So you're saying it's a hate crime?
I don't know, but I would say now Josina or Josina, I always get that wrong. Anderson, the ESPN reporter?
Josina, I think, is what I've heard.
I don't know. But, it's okay. Basically, she's just saying, it's probably called him a racist word. Like, she just throws that out there casually.
Well, he probably did.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I don't, it's just like, well, what?
There's so much racism in the NFL.
And hey, if
maybe, I don't know, but I mean, like, this just...
Let me say this. If he didn't call him a racist word, he's probably said racist words in his life at some point, so what's the difference?
She's never seen Myles Garrett act like that. That'd be like, I've never seen Ron Artest act like that. That's weird. I don't, It's weird. OJ, until that night, OJ never cut anybody's head off. Like, it's just, what kind of thinking is that?
If I attacked Steve right now, you could just say to the cops, I've never seen him act like that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no big deal. I mean...
He's a nice guy.
And obviously, we live in a world where she can tweet things like that about certain people, and she'll have no, she's going to get in no trouble for it. Flip the script, and, you get fired. But that we all know that going in. That's fine. But yeah, I didn't even know. So, but you lost your bet, though.
Oh, yeah.
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 You don't bet Thursday Night Football. That's an amateur
I know.
move. Those games are so goofy.
I know. I was trying something.
Are we going to extract the punishment now?
No, I don't think so. Why? You want to punish him now?
No. I thought you would have a line for him.
No, I forgot. I actually just, as I was looking at that, I realized the Browns won. Remember that Mike bet Pittsburgh.
Went Steelers.
Based on that firm logic of I forget what it was. What was the logic behind that pick?
I don't know if I had any.
The Browns had betrayed you
too many
times.
The Browns suck.
They've hurt you all. Why don't you stay away from the Browns?
I know.
You stay away from those games.
Every time I got it.
Yeah, but I'll be curious to see what happens. I don't know. You'll probably get suspended for 4 or 5 games or something.
Usually about 4 games, and then it'll get reduced to 2 or something.
Right. Well, yeah, but if you deflate the football, it's like, all right, great. I'm with you. We're all on board in this. We get it. We all get it. It's ridiculous. What was I going to say? So, more importantly, what's the bed and breakfast? I mean, what's the Maine getaway weekend looking like here?
It's looking pretty good. The guy you hooked me up with, he lives in Madawaska.
Yeah, so I have a problem with you. I have a problem with everyone in this room today except for myself. Okay. I'll start with Mike. I'll start with Steve. I want this to be difficult.
Okay.
Steve's like, yeah, it might be tough. It's a long drive. I don't want to do it in the winter. I'm like, when the fuck do you want to do it? In July? You want to have like a fucking beach party?
It's kind of got to be in the winter because the ice fishing.
Yeah. See, I'm worried about the danger of it. I don't know how many Minifans we want to die when we do this.
I mean, what do you want me to say?
Like
I'm willing to sacrifice a couple for this.
If you're talking about January in Madawaska, it gets dangerously cold.
Well, people live there, right?
Yeah, people live there, but they're accustomed to living when it's really, really cold.
I'm sure there's heat in the home.
Yeah, but you're on the ice. You're in the outdoors.
Yeah, so it's frozen. You're not going to fall in it.
I'm not. But I'm not going to drag a bunch of city boys up to fucking Madawaska and then spend my entire time trying to keep them alive.
Here's my takeaway: you've become a city boy yourself.
Maybe that's true.
I don't think you can handle a couple of January days in Madawaska.
As long as you're okay with me leaving a little Minifan icicles up there, I'm fine with that.
Well, if any of them die, I don't care. If they sign, as long as they're on board.
All right, we're gonna have to have them sign a waiver.
And I think it has to be a Minifan Mincel sort of road rules real world challenge thing for the weekend.
Now that's interesting.
I want Cullinane to film it. He's got nothing else to do. Trust me, I'm talking to Jerry yesterday. He's got nothing else to do in January. You guys will be up there. You said you want Cullinane up there.
Yes, I do. I would like Cullinane up there.
So why did you say it's looking like it's done? You tweeted that out. Look like it's going to happen this morning, you said.
Oh, because it is going to happen.
Okay. How far is a drive is it from, say, here to Madawaska?
It's at the tippy top of Maine. It's probably 7 hours, 8 hours.
It seems like a nice drive. You could stop halfway, have a lunch. Filming the whole thing.
Stop halfway in Bangor.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I mean, that sounds like
maybe we can pick up Blind Mike's groupie on the way.
Could be. Sounds like a decent weekend to me.
Oh, I'm all in.
2 nights? You think?
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, I would do an ice fishing trip, no problem.
How many Minifans do you think need to be part of this for it to be a real we need some sort of competition aspect.
I would say 10 minimum.
Really? Oh, that much?
Yeah. 10 minimum.
The guy you talked to is cool with it. He's gonna.
Yeah.
Is it a big enough place?
We would probably have to get accommodations, I think, because his camp is a winter camp, so it's like it would be -10 inside. I'm not hearing an issue here. This is what I want to happen. Have you ever been camping?
No, okay. I would never go.
We already did this.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Stop moving your chair around. It's annoying.
Is the ice fishing the key, or are there other activities?
You got to find them.
Well, the guy's going to let us use his snowmobile and his 4-wheeler. So
I mean, you have to go.
Contest.
You have to go hunting.
That's interesting.
Well, no.
Why?
It's not hunting season. It would not be illegal.
Who cares?
We can play with guns.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody's got to shoot something or somebody.
Yeah, we'll play with guns.
All right. Do you think
we'll hunt the most dangerous game?
Yes. Do you want Minifans killing Mincels and Mincels killing Minifans? Maybe sort of paintball activity or something?
I think that would be appropriate. No, we'll just play with real guns.
Okay, that's fine. You going to bring your guns with you?
Yeah, of
This
course.
sounds like a great weekend.
It's going to be hard to do a Robinson fishing trip up in Maine without Ben Robinson coming along.
Wow, that's a big. Would he do it?
Yeah, of course. If we're fishing.
Jeez,
absolutely.
Okay, well, that's good. All right, so Ben Robinson's in.
I haven't talked to them yet, but
seems like what accommodations are you going to get up there in January?
It's probably going to have to be like the Madawaska Hotel 8 or something.
Is there one of those?
I don't know.
I mean,
it's more likely it's like the Madawaska Inn or some Airbnb or something. We're gonna have to get accommodations.
That's fine. I am willing to pay myself for these accommodations.
All right, the GoFundMe will be up later.
Well, I think we could dip into
start donating, folks.
Dip into
There's gonna be a billboard, big billboard.
Dip into the fund.
How is the? Let me look this up. So
I'll say this: if Kirk Minihane comes on the ice fishing trip, I will do the polar plunge.
Oh, gee, wow.
That incentive for you?
You have to turn it down.
Can you imagine?
How do you spell it? It's just like it sounds?
Yeah, just like it sounds. Madawaska.
It's got a population of 4,000, by the way. I'm just saying. It's not like we're talking about, total emptiness. Hotels. It's 25 there right now. No different than here. You have the Inn of Acadia. You get the 4 Point Sheraton. How far away is that?
Oh, wow.
What days are we looking at? Give me a couple of days.
Well, the guy who lives up there suggested March.
Oh, fuck that.
But you want it to happen sooner.
That is pussy time. Yeah. No. Look at this. I think 4 points looks very nice.
I think it'll have to happen after December 31st because on a lot of lakes, that's when the fishing season starts. And people are going to have to go out and get fishing licenses too.
They will?
Yeah.
Look at this. Beautiful. Look at this. You can all of January. You got rooms every night at this place. First, I don't know how far it is from there. I'll tell you right now. I'm like 4 points by Sheridan Edmondson. Do you know where that is or no?
Yeah, I mean, once you get up to the top of Canada, everything's pretty close together.
Okay. I'll do this whole thing for you. I'll book the whole trip for you.
I would just say the later next year as possible because it'll be a little bit warmer.
Fucking 6-minute drive to Madawaska. We're done.
Perfect. I think it's on Long Lake.
It's right on the St. John River. It's beautiful. So this is not far from where. So I would go take the St. John's ferry to Nova Scotia with my mom. As a kid, this is where the drive would take us to, basically. Essentially, it's right in the border. Can't be far. The St. John River is the same river. I would take it to get that's like a 6-7 hour drive. Yeah, it's a nice drive.
Will people win this opportunity, or is there a vetting process?
Well, that's something we have to decide. How do people get the opportunity of your lifetime?
I think they have to. Yeah, we have to figure out a way to some sort of contest to be able to win this prize. I mean, I am willing to pony up for some accommodations for a couple of nights. That's fine. The 4 Point Sheridan, we can do that.
Whoever kills the most deer with
now that I know
hands.
it's a 4 Point Sheridan, it looks decent. I might even go up. I'll maybe go to dinner. I won't participate in any events. I won't go over that scary bridge, but it looks very nice.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, the challenge is just
like a beautiful trip. I don't know what This is the challenge.
I'm excited about it. I like to go ice
fishing. What is this guy offering?
This will be fun for me.
What is this guy offering then? He's not offering us his place.
Traps and auger, using like accessing the pond from his I guess from his driveway,
for the actual
camp
ice
driveway.
fishing itself. Okay,
and also his 4-wheeler and his snowmobile, which is fun. You like to have some toys when you're fishing.
Fuck yeah, good. Does it seem like people are excited to be part of this?
It does. It does. I've had a lot of people reach out.
But you can't kill it. All right, how about this? What if you run over a deer?
Well, we keep it. That's the goal.
That's fair game.
That's the goal. So the Minifans are going to have to know that they're driving up the road. They're, one looking left, one looking right. You see a deer, you shout it out and into the dish. Boom, grab it.
Well, I would think I guess everyone's going to be going from different parts of the areas to get up there. I was thinking there'd be a big van going up there.
Well, there will be. I think
driving.
There will be from the Boston area, right?
I like that image.
There will be. You will be doing that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we'll convoy up, but I mean, the people in Maine aren't going to come meet us.
If there's a meeting. I know if there's a meeting point in the way.
Yeah. Well, I'll hook up in Bangor.
Maybe a Winnebago. We all stay in that.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. All right. Well, I think that's going to happen. Wait, March is pussy time at that point. The fucking winter's over. No. I want dead of winter.
You can't. Or maybe you can. Can you ice fish in March?
I would think up in northern Maine you definitely could.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you probably do it in fucking June there.
It's going to be very cold. It's going to be a very cold winter.
It was cold yesterday. I mean, if you're layered up, how cold is it going to be?
Has it ever been so cold
I've
around
been running
you
for 20 years exactly, by the way, but go ahead.
Congratulations, by the way.
Right. Not a big deal.
Has it ever been so cold that your eyelashes stick together?
Yes. I was just thinking this the other day. So I ran a couple of years ago. It was one of these days where it was, they had the winter advisory. Nobody could go outside. And I was like, fuck that. I wanted to go running. So I put snow goggles on. I was totally layered up. I had like 20 layers. I ran, and it steamed up, so I had to take the goggles off for a little bit. And I ran, and my eyelashes literally froze. I had to put it back on, and it was freaky. I liked it, though.
Yeah. No, I mean, for a little bit when you're out there. But if you're stuck out on a lake, I don't know. We might have to bring my dad's got a pop-up shack Right. You can put a heater in. So, well, I mean, we'll be protected. I've never lost a fisherman before. So,
any music going to be? Any camp songs or?
I don't know. Kevin from Bristol says he's
true.
in. So
that's true.
Might have to have him bring his guitar.
Any old comedy stylings from old days in Maine? We'd be playing any old recordings.
I got a couple of stories I'll be telling.
That's fun. Sure. I'm liking this is all coming together.
See, there you go. Yeah. What do you have any new songs today or no?
Yeah, just a few. We've only got 12.
Do we really?
Some very, very topical as well.
Oh, good.
It's very surprising.
There's one that I'm a little divided on whether or not I should play because it's really mean.
Oh yeah,
mean toward whom?
You.
Is it really? Yeah.
And the guys emailed it to me like 4 times. I'm like,
oh Jesus. I mean, we could take a shot.
Might lose my job if I play it.
Is it that bad?
It's pretty nasty.
Oh, personal?
Yeah, I would say so.
There's the kids out of it, doesn't he? At least.
Yeah. It's all stuff you mentioned on the air.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, even if he did.
It's not like it's like one of your old high school friends. It's not like a Matt Fuller song.
Oh yeah, we haven't heard from Fuller lately. Have you?
We haven't. No, I did. Although I didn't respond to the last 10 text messages he sent.
I haven't heard from him all week.
Might be a problem.
All week? I don't think I have. Whenever that last text we sent to us, I don't remember that.
Well, I mean, we stopped responding to him, so he probably
got the message.
Look, you got a movie theater right here, Steve.
Yeah, Madawaska is a bustling village. The last time I was up there, I was playing
Edmondson
tennis.
Looks like a pop in what? I
was playing tennis the last time I was up there.
What do you mean, just randomly?
No, in high school.
You play high school tennis? Yeah. You still play?
Here and there.
I'd beat you.
I'd beat you.
No, you wouldn't. No, you definitely would not beat me.
I would beat you.
You would definitely not beat me in tennis.
What, your little rich kid had lessons growing up?
No, I didn't have lessons. I learned on the streets. You challenging me to the championship? Because I hold every championship on the show until I'm defeated in it.
All right. Yeah, I'll challenge you.
You're challenging me to a tennis championship match.
Yes.
Wow. This could be big.
I accept that challenge.
All right.
Fucking find the court.
All right.
Talk about some YouTube numbers here. This is
clay or grass?
Well, it's the winter, Steve. I don't think there's going to be a lot of clay or grass.
Oh, no, we're playing outside.
That's fine with me.
I only play outside.
So we're talking like... Oh, I see what's going on here. Okay. Boy, Madawaska is... I'm very into this. It is like...
It's Canada.
It can't get closer to Canada.
No, it is Canada. Everyone has Canadian accents. They like shop across the border. It's Canada.
Oh, shit. It is Canada, huh? Wait, is Edmondson... Where's Edmondson?
Edmondson might...
There's an Edmonton and an Edmundston in Canada. I don't know if there's also
actually
one
might be in Canada. Yeah. Hotel now. Looking at it. Everybody bring their passports.
Yeah, everyone's going to have their passports. Yeah, that's true. Edmonton is in Canada. It's on the other side of the...
6 minutes away. Just that's how close we're talking.
Yes. So Long Lake is down on the southern end of Madawaska. So we'll only be like 4 miles from the Canadian border.
How far is like a Bar Harbor?
Well, Bar Harbor's on the coast.
Yeah, but I'm only familiar with that.
Yeah, so that's probably a couple hours. 8 hours away. Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Yeah,
no,
definitely.
It's not. You're a fucking idiot.
It's all the way down at the other part of the state, and there's
not true.
There's no interstate that takes you right to Bar Harbor. You have to get off in Bangor, go through
a long drive
down through Ellsworth. Yeah,
Madawaska to Bar Harbor. I'll do this all show. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Fucking listen to something else. Go listen to fucking somebody hitting head with the helmet. 4 hours and 50 minutes.
Yeah, all right, I was wrong. No.
That's still pretty fucking fun.
Yeah, it's a haul.
That is a fucking drive. We are definitely going to Madawaska. I'm in. We're going. I'm in. I'll take my own Mercedes. I'll take the Mercedes. I'm gonna be shucking the drive with you people.
You're not gonna drive the bus?
I'm not doing that.
The show really knows how to tour the big markets. Sherborne, Madawaska.
Do you think we can get 100 people at Madawaska for a live show? I almost want to do a live show now in January at Madawaska. I almost want to do this now. I almost want to test the madness of these people.
It's worth it.
I think we could. I think we could get 100 people to go ice fishing.
Saturday night show, January, dead of winter, Madawaska.
Madawaska.
How do you say it?
Madawaska.
Madawaska.
Yeah, it's like a Native American.
Like Madagascar. Madawaska.
Sure.
That's how you say it. It's my, yeah. So we'll go to Madawaska, right?
Yeah.
We go fishing, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna do that?
I want to see you drive a snowmobile. I think that'd be fun.
I do it. I'm in. I am now in.
All right.
I'll drive a snow. I used to drive snowmobile when I was a boy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
As long as the lake is big and open.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
yeah, I don't want to be crashing.
I like to say better show to explore misery like this. Dead of winter. I don't care what the weather is. You're going. I don't care if it's a fucking blizzard. Right. We're doing the show.
Are you going to set an upper limit for the number of people who can go?
No, I think for this one, I think we can say everyone's invited to. You know, we'll get accommodations for a night. If everybody wants to, or two, we'll have a big dinner. We'll do a live show from how great is this?
Am I cooking?
I'm in. I'm fucking in.
Am I cooking?
I think you should be cooking. Well, definitely breakfast, Steve. All right, we're putting this together.
All right, done.
All right. That's not going to be...
I'm legitimately excited about this. I love ice fishing. I don't get to fish enough now that I live down in Mass.
Anyway, Mass. I live in Massachusetts. I live in Mass.
That's how a certain sect of people might say it.
Who would say that?
Someone not from this
I live in Mass.
particular area.
Now that I live in, Min,
Yeah.
CA. All right. What else we got?
So you said you wanted to do your movie YouTube show. So I went out and I got some audio from different movie review podcasts just so you could scope out the competition, see what you're up against. There's not a lot.
Okay.
Being honest.
I'll be curious to hear this. I mean, it kicks off. We're going to tape it one day next week. I'm not sure which day yet, but we're going to do it one day next week. I think so. Thank you, Mike. I'm looking forward to it.
So there's one podcast that gets a lot of reviews. It's called Denzel Washington is the greatest actor ever.
Yes.
But they haven't done an episode for like 3 years.
Okay.
But they're still written about it as like, oh, this is great. So I got some of the newer ones. So this is called Now Playing.
Today, we're discussing Joker, starring Joaquin Phoenix, directed by Todd Phillips. This is Arnie, and when I was a little boy and told people I was going to be a podcaster,
yeah, I'm going to kill this guy.
Well, no one's laughing now.
And Stuart. And this is the host who always has negative thoughts, Jacob.
Joker, a movie that I could not believe had the hype around it that it did.
It's just amateur hour.
This again seems like a new movie review show.
Yeah, this is
not what you're going to be doing.
No, I don't understand that instinct, but
it's a very popular podcast for people who like movies.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How many reviews does it have?
Hold on, let me check.
By the way, we're nearing on 5,000 reviews on our
Wow.
iTunes account. I wouldn't mind getting to 5,000 here in the next couple of days.
You heard him, people.
So let's do that.
Make that happen.
Yeah, please.
Maybe try and read some.
No.
No, if you say that you'll read some of the funnier reviews, people will be like, I want my review read on the Kirk Minihane Show. And so you provide some incentive to go leave a review.
I won't be doing that. I won't be participating in that activity.
Can we read reviews?
No, you may not. No, you may not.
So
just leave
them. You're saying no review will be read on
Correct.
the show.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the 5,000th review will be read, the 10,000th, and the 25,000. That's it.
Okay, so if someone goes there and there are 4,999 reviews, they can leave one and you'll read
Flag it. We will.
But the person who leaves one right after that,
fucked. Okay. Yeah. What do you want me to say?
So that the Now Playing podcast has 1.8K reviews.
Okay, well,
4.6 stars.
That's a good decent
serviceable number.
Yeah, that's nice. So that exists. Okay. I mean, I'm a huge movie buff, and I have not found a movie podcast that talks about movies in the past. The Lights, Camera, Pod one is very good.
What does Bill Simmons do?
He does rewatchables. It's pretty good, and they sort of talk about stuff. But there's a couple.
But that's older movies, right? Or no?
Yeah, but it's sort of some of the people he does it with are a little too Gen. I don't know. The name for the Ringer website should be "Look, I agree with you," because that's what they always say. Look, I agree. Look, I agree. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. Like, why? You don't fucking why?
Would you would want guests on that deal with the movies, though?
Yes,
right? Not
to some extent. Yeah, but I might also have somebody just a bullshit who's a big fan of the movie too. For me, I think the idea of, hey, let's do a movie that Rear Admiral likes that I like, or the KFC likes that I like, or Big Cat likes. Yeah, and sort of incorporate it, and that maybe Dave likes, or Erica, or whoever, my people, or something I don't like. I don't know. I would do that.
That'd be interesting. Just a contentious movie podcast. Why do you think? Why do you think this is underrated?
Yeah, right. I mean, that seems like a decent pitch to me right there. Every week I talk movies with a different person from Barstool.
I like that.
Or just me. I don't know. We'll see.
Will you be wearing your Miltons when you do it so that we can get a sponsorship for it?
Sure. Yes, that's fine. Yes, if you'd like me to, I'm happy to do that.
All right.
Are we going to Milton's next week as well?
Yes, we are.
Which day do we know yet or no?
I think he said Wednesday works better.
Wednesday, okay. Do you want me to get there late so you guys can pitch show ideas, or how would you like me to do that? I don't want to get in the way.
I mean, I think give us like 15 minutes. We should have all the content worked out.
All Steve's thinking about now is this trip.
I am totally distracted.
Exciting stuff.
Should have saved that for the end.
What is the average temperature in January in Madawaska?
I would be surprised if it was higher than 0.
That's awesome.
Jesus Christ.
That is perfect for us.
It's going to be cold.
I'm cold in here right now. I can imagine what it's going to be like.
And we can do the live show from there.
We're going to have to work out some logistical details.
I want to do it from inside your dad's tent. Can we do that or no?
Well, everyone else will have to be outside.
My goal the entire weekend is not to go outside of my hotel. You do understand that. I will run out. I will go, I'll go swimming at the pool maybe. If you'd like to see me do laps, I'm going to go for a run.
I would be surprised if there was a pool.
Sheridan has a pool of 4
really?
points, yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I guess if you're staying on the Canadian side, it might be a little bit nicer.
That's the thing, though. Does everybody have passports?
Yeah.
I like the idea of this trip being just fucking work. Get your fucking passport. You're going to this live show. You're paying for it.
Make it as inconvenient as possible.
Yeah, you're going to drive 15 hours around. These are the real Minifans.
You have to buy Kirk Minihane winter gear too.
I know. That's true. They don't have to do that. We'll make these people pay enough. They pay $1,000 for a hat. Seems like strong. Give me another movie podcast then. I mean, that first one's awful.
All right, this one takes a different angle. This is script notes, and it's more like
I listen to script notes.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do. I do occasionally listen to this. Yes, I do.
Hello and welcome. My name is John August.
My name is Craig Mason.
And this is Script Notes.
I just want to listen to this matter of fact.
Things that are interesting to screenwriters. Today on the podcast, we'll discuss when you need to be tough on yourself and when you need to back off. Plus, we'll have lots of follow-up discussion on Austin, television, and assistant pay. Craig, it's so nice to be back with you. You were in Austin all by yourself last
weekend.
Listen
to me, Willie Clone scream with a few good men. I mean, was this even close?
This seems to be like a self-help podcast for struggling screenwriters. Yeah,
it's not bad. Madawaska's low tomorrow, 4 degrees, but in the middle, it pops in the 30s next week. Give me the averages here. Averages. I gotta make it a piece of real estate while I'm up there. You know, average weather in Madawaska, Maine. I mean, that's not that bad.
What is it?
The average January high I'm getting here, 19 degrees.
I'm seeing
toasty.
The coldest day of the year is January 30th with an average low of -1 and an average high of 19 degrees.
All right.
Okay, well, I mean,
we're above zero.
If you're telling me you go for a weekend that's like 22 degrees, that is not that bad.
Here's one thing I will say. We don't have to worry about rain.
Well, snow.
Well, it's definitely not going to rain. We don't need a rain date.
What?
I guess.
We don't need a what?
It's definitely not going to rain.
Why do you say that?
Because it'll be too cold to rain.
Well, if it's 38 degrees one random day and it rains.
It will not be 38 degrees.
You're guaranteeing me that.
I'm guaranteeing you it will not be 38 degrees.
So it won't rain.
Look at this. I mean, $25,000. You get a nice house up there.
Wow.
Why don't we buy this house and just do the show from there?
Well, we do have so much money left over from the fund.
That's what I'm saying. 4 bedrooms. I mean, Jesus Christ. Look at this. This is beautiful. What a beautiful area.
There's a reason prices are so low. I would bet the school system probably isn't as good as, say, Sudbury, Massachusetts.
I bet you have a fine. Look, I'm looking at this beautiful home right here. Look at this, right in the lake. Oh, beautiful.
He's going to buy it cash.
I might.
No, I just had a couple of wads of cash left over in my back pocket.
I might do that. Jesus, wow, that's what you should do. Your bed and breakfast. You can be French.
I don't know if I want to deal with Canadians though.
Bonjour.
What's the
comment allez-vous? You could do the whole thing.
They get a lot of tourists up there, enough to sustain a bed and breakfast.
You get the Canadian.
It depends on the exchange rate. Like the exchange rate flips, then all of a sudden Bangor is just inundated with Canadians going to Burlington Coat Factory.
I know. My Nova Scotia relatives know. They also love going to whatchamacallit too. What's the other outlet? They even go down further.
Freeport, LLB.
Freeport.
Yeah.
They love going to Freeport, and they fucking tank up. They used to come and visit in Kennebunkport, visit my parents as well. And they would just fucking shop all day, all fucking day.
Yeah, I mean, if the exchange rate's favorable, it makes sense. I think.
Yes, but they like doing it too.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, it's tourism. They get stuff they can't get in Canada, and everyone waits on them hand and foot.
Guess why isn't there like a Target in Canada? A small one. I don't know. I mean,
Nova
Scotia.
I haven't spent a lot of time in Nova Scotia. I mostly spend time in like the Toronto area.
Nova Scotia is my mom. My mom was born there.
Your ancestral stomping.
So we're doing a live show in 2020 there. Winter of 2020, we're going to do it from there. We're going to pick the coldest places on earth every year and do a live show from there in the dead of winter. Because anybody can do a fucking live show in friggin' Miami or something.
Sure.
Who the hell wants to do that?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you could say, KFC. I mean, sure, you guys packed the Wilbur, but have you played Madawaska yet?
Can we get 100
Certainly
people
not.
in Madawaska?
I think we can get 100 people to Madawaska.
All right.
Wow, that is...
I mean, think what we're offering them.
It's an unprecedented feat.
Yeah, no show would ever do this.
No, it'll be an unforgettable experience. I can promise you that.
It's almost
someone might die.
Someone will die, I think.
Actually, if there's any Minifans we're looking to get rid of, this would probably be the ideal circumstances.
That's true.
I mean, you shove something down one of those holes on the ice, and
I'm in.
All right,
I'm in. I'm going.
This is a surprise.
What? I'm going.
That you'd be interested?
Well, I'm willing to do it after not being willing. I'm willing to do that live show. For that, if the Minifans, if we get 100 people, I want 100 guaranteed yeses.
Okay.
Paid, then I'll be there.
What do you mean paid?
Okay.
How much are we paying, or how much are we charging?
Oh, what's the experience, Steve? You tell me. Boarding,
You've thought
ice
a lot
fishing,
about that. This is your time to shine.
food.
This is when that bed and breakfast thought goes
Am I
to
looking
work.
to screw these people over?
Yeah, I would say $150 would be fair.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, you're thinking your gas, bait, all the equipment.
How expensive
lodging.
is bait?
Bait can be expensive. I think for this, we'd probably go. We don't need smelts. We could probably just go with like Tommy Cod or Shiners
Yeah,
or
I'm not
something.
going fucking. You don't want to go smelts on this?
Well,
What
if it's trout, yeah.
We're not going. Come
Well,
on, we'll go Tommy Cotter fish on this. We're not going smelts.
I haven't had an opportunity to look at Long Lake and see what they have. If there's a good rainbow trout, we'll definitely go with smelts. It's tough. It's
I didn't
tough
even consider the rainbow
smelts.
trout factor. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, it's something you got to consider. You
Yeah.
can't forget. You can't sleep on that.
No,
sort of stuff.
the smelts is very. How expensive is a packet of smelts?
Probably like $6 for a dozen. I don't know. It depends on where in the season you are. But if we've got 100 people, I think at Long Lake, if it's like others, you'll get 5 traps per person. So we'll probably.
It's a dream trip. I mean, I don't know what. It's
a dream trip for me.
What are we
Yeah, it's
doing?
gonna be a lot of fun.
Yes, you're willing to. You're good for the nice drive too. You like a nice drive. I know I do.
Yeah, well, it's nice. They changed the laws up in Maine now, so you can drive like 85 miles an hour on the interstate once you get past Bangor.
I'm not familiar with that law. Is that true?
Yeah, the speed limit's now 75 miles an hour. So you're okay.
Yeehaw.
So that
you're
means-
okay doing 10 over.
That means you can drive 75 miles an hour. You'll be breaking the law if you drive 85 miles an hour.
No, you won't get pulled over.
I understand that, but you are violating the law.
Well, I mean, it's a gray area.
Never stopped him
I mean, you just
before.
wanted somebody to go to jail for hitting somebody with a football.
I mean, assault with a deadly weapon is a little bit different.
This is the big story of the day. Everything else is going to pale in comparison to this. We're going to smelt away. Give me a weekend. January's a tough month.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we're not going to do it. We're doing it. You give me the weekend. We're doing it.
All right.
And consult with the Minifans. If we get 100 people on board,
Guaranteed.
100 people, I will do this, and I will go and I will participate in everything.
And give us your money first. Don't worry about why.
Yeah,
Just
that's
make
true.
sure you know.
Yes, also that. Make sure it's cash. I will participate in the event. I will be part of the weekend.
All right. Done.
How does that? Do I have to wear boots?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You will need to dress very warm. This is not like fucking around weather.
Okay. You're willing to sacrifice your life for mine?
You only. Okay. Yeah, you only.
In what
I'm
way?
not-
How do you think you'd
I don't know,
save?
if I'm free, just to, maybe
Bundle
use
you
his
up.
own body, save my, I don't know, jump in front of something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Nice.
No, I mean, if there's
What kind of animals, wildlife we're going to interact with up there? It's a winter. There'll be no bears.
Nothing Steve can't handle.
Yeah, no, the bears will probably be hibernating. There might be coyotes out on the ice. I don't know.
I don't like coyotes.
Yeah. I will.
I see coyotes running every once in a while. I
I will
don't like
step
that.
between you and a coyote. If it
You ever
comes
seen a
down to
bear?
it. Yeah, I've seen plenty of bear.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do when you encounter a bear?
I say, hey, fuck you, bear.
Okay, forget it.
No, we did this once.
We did? Oh, that's right, with the shovel.
Swing
That's
a
right,
shovel
that's
at him.
Bears are usually skittish. Like they don't want anything to do with humans for the most part. I mean, unless you're camping and you're all covered in marshmallows.
Did you ever see?
I'll be covered in marshmallows.
No, we used to.
I didn't hear that.
One of my friends growing up, his dad was a Maine guide, and we used to go around to all the convenience stores and get their expired Little Debbie snacks. And
Sure.
we'd sit in his garage and open up the Little Debbie snacks and fill 5-gallon buckets with just expired jelly donuts and stuff because he would use them for bear baiting sites. It's actually not really fair to the bears because you get them all hooked on high fructose corn syrup,
Right.
And they're like crack addicts.
Let's not
site.
get locked up in that.
All right. Well, I mean, we turned it into the main.
We can't
nature
get 100 people though. I don't think that seems. I'm just doing the math in my head. That seems unrealistic.
It's a lofty.
I always
expectation.
doubt the Minifans, but
100 does seem like a lot.
Considering
I doubted.
that's true.
I doubted the amount of the live show, and they proved me wrong.
This is a little bit different than that. We've got plenty of lead time. This is a weekend. This is an experience. You're not just going out to Sherborne to say support. This is really
you're
something.
going to Madawaska.
Yeah,
This is up in the willy wax.
I mean,
Yes.
this is going to be a fun time.
But I need on Monday from you. This is what I need from you on Monday.
All right.
Weekend, which weekend you'd like,
Okay.
and an itinerary.
Okay.
What's the weekend? Is it one night? Is it 2 nights? Where are we staying? What are we doing? I need the Steve Robinson. That's your job.
Yeah. I would say just right now, I think you go up on a Friday, stay the night, wake up, fish Saturday.
Just give it to me Monday. That's all. Just give it
All
to
right.
don't you
All
need to
right.
spitball right. Take your time.
All right.
I know you're excited. You are really excited. I want a good idea, and then we get going. Okay.
All right.
Good.
Done.
Good. There'll be Roman there, right?
He'll be Roman.
There you go.
What a segue.
For you and TJ Hubbard. Roman are clinically
Hey,
proven weight.
you laugh, but TJ Hubbard, that's a warm guy to be next to.
I wasn't laughing.
He'll be there. He's a definite.
I think he may be there.
Yeah.
I think he could be there. Effective, easy to use, and fast acting, but don't require a prescription. When you go to GetRoman.com/Kirk, GetRoman.com/Kirk, you get your first month of swipes for just $5. When you choose a monthly plan, if you use that link, getroman.com/Kirk, getroman.com/KIRK. I'm disappointed we didn't hear from our friends this week. That is disappointing to me.
I scared them off.
Like I said, who knows where Getroman is right now in Two Pump Chump. I don't know what Two Pump Chump's doing. He's busy bobbing his head around singing the stupid fucking Christmas song instead of getting to work. But that's okay. Getroman.com/Kirk, getroman.com/KIRK. $5 for your first month.
I think if you're in the cabinet, you have to go, right? Like, there's no way DEC and MHB can miss this.
They're not going. They're not going.
You don't think?
No, they're not going. If you were like our boys from Charlotte, right?
Yeah.
Where would they fly to?
There is an airport up there.
I understand that, but it's
very small.
I think the Charlotte to, would you
Might
fly?
be limited.
Should we see if there's a private jet company that wants to charter a plane for us?
Let me just say this. My great friend Rich Cawley, who owns Retrix, which we flew on the Fort Myers to a couple of times. Great guy. I know was at the vigil.
Really?
He was there.
Oh, okay.
He was there.
But they probably don't have jets that could take 100 people, right?
No, but I think they could accommodate certainly me. I would say.
Well, we got one off the list. 99 more.
That I can assure you of.
All right.
I'm trying to think. The times I've been on, the most the people have been probably 12 or 14. It's really a very nice way to travel. But,
I imagine.
But I don't think that's. I think the experience is the van with you guys.
Convoy.
Yeah. No, I'll be driving.
Like there's no luxury attached to this trip. Like this is good Maine.
This is going to be working.
This is a Steve Robinson experience. This is what this is. You're going to live a Steve Robinson weekend.
Are you going to eat a red snapper?
I think red snappers will have to. Is this good in the winter?
Yes. What kind of question is that?
Well, it just
it's
feels
even
like
better.
It feels like a summer experience.
No. I think during the winter you had baked beans.
Okay, the show's being hijacked by your. Relax. Just put the thing together. You're
the one who brought this on in.
I know. Now we're moving on. Okay. I want you to get ready for Monday. This is the story of the day. I understand, but get planning. I don't want to be. No shitty hotel. Find a nice hotel. That Sheraton seems nice, but it's going back and forth over the border a bunch of times a pain in the ass.
No, it's very smooth.
It is?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, there's a community that straddles the border there. So, I mean, people will go cross.
How if I want to go outside and go running?
If
I want to go running in the morning, right? At that point, I'll have been running for over 20 years. Do I have to run a passport if I want to run over the border?
You might if you go through a checkpoint, but I mean, it's not. I mean, it's like the it's like the southern border. Do you think they need passports when they go running across the border?
Well, it's a little different, but I would say
there's no desert, there's no guns. I mean, it's very loose. There are places where you just cross the border and no one knows.
Really? Yeah. I'm excited about this trip. I'm doing this.
Excellent.
Even if you guys aren't, I'm going by myself for a weekend if I have. It sounds nice.
Mike doesn't seem that excited.
I'm nervous. You said you had beef with me. That's really all I'm thinking.
I can tell you're very tense. Did I say I have beef with you?
Yeah. You said I have a problem with everyone in this room.
Well, I mean, I'm happy to have the conversation if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm curious what it is.
Well, it's not that big a deal, really. Don't worry about it. Just give yourself the weekend to think about it. That's what I'd say. We'll talk about it next Thursday.
What do you mean?
I'm saying just let it stick in your head for a week and let it kick around for a week. I won't bring it up at all.
Oh, come on.
You know what? Let me be the reactor here. Steve, why don't you lay it out?
I think that Kirk is...
Whoa. You think who?
Kirk.
Okay, and...
I agree with Kirk on this.
Thank you.
That it's the same stuff we talked about the show that you cried.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. Okay. Your participation level seems low lately.
Why do you
say that? You're active because you've been participating less lately. I started the show yesterday saying you have any ideas, and you're like, no, not really.
That's not what I mean.
As an example, hold on. And here's my thing. And I said this to Steve when Steve was sending me a bunch of texts about you yesterday.
Okay.
Did you send me texts about Mike yesterday?
Yes.
I have no problem. That's fine.
It's
fine.
I think you're more reactive than proactive as a person.
Okay. That's fair, I guess.
Yes. So I want you to be more proactive.
Okay.
For example, I said I'm going to do this movie podcast, so I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
So I said to you, why don't you do this comedy one? Right? And you're like, okay, yeah, but why didn't you just do that 2 weeks ago?
I would have thought I didn't know you would ever want. I thought if I did that on my own, you'd be like, what the fuck is he doing
on
with
our
this
own YouTube
podcast?
page? Why would I do that? I do whatever you want. Just my point is, you're doing. Hold on, you're doing a great job. This is not like a thing where you're not doing. I'm just saying. I forget. Let me actually. I thought Steve summed up best in this quote. Let me read it.
I'll tell you why in that specific thing. Because
cry. Are you?
Yes, I might. Okay. When it came up with Erica,
If Mike starts saying somebody else's life is dying of cancer, I'm going to start not believing it.
No, when it came up with Erica, she was like, "Oh, are we growing the Mike Geary brand or the Kirk Minihane brand?" So that's why I was kind of always like,
"Oh, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
That's not going to pay." My thing is, let me see. Where is it? I think Steve said, I think he's decided his role is just to react to things you bring.
Okay.
Right?
Which is fair. I mean, I do a lot of that too. I mean,
Yeah, but you also do a lot of producing, and that's all I'm saying. My point is, I think you feel like, and this is, I'm not even saying that you're not.
I understand.
During the life of the show, things are, I mean, it's fine. What I'm saying is, outside of the show, don't think, just do what you want. Just be like, hey, I want to be more aggressive.
Okay.
Like even the Rich Keefe idea was my idea, right?
Yeah.
I think just
start doing stuff like that.
Do shit. That's all.
You got it.
It's not even a beef. Not even a beef. Just
I have no issue with that. I thought that's might be what it was. So that's.
So why don't you bring it up then?
Why didn't I bring what up?
Why don't you say, hey, you have an issue?
Oh,
well, he did kind of force it after an hour of ice fishing talk.
Point is, it's no big deal. No big deal.
In
I'm just
retrospect,
saying,
you
like,
should have let it marinate over the weekend. That was a pretty good idea.
True. That's a good point. It's true. It's no big deal, but it's just sort of, just don't be afraid. I think I think you're a tentative guy by nature.
Yeah.
I can feel you tense during that segment. So I mean,
I send shit that it's not great or whatever, but I don't know.
What do you mean?
I feel like Steve should say that when he's bothered by it more.
With you?
Yeah.
Well, I brought it up to him.
Okay, but I feel like it does bother Steve, I feel like. But he doesn't say anything.
I don't know if it bothers him. I don't know why. Ask him. I don't know. He's right there. Why are you saying Steve? He's right there. Ask him.
No, I mean, it did. I hadn't really thought about it actually until.
Well, I think about it all the time.
I mean, I guess
not that. But I think about the show, and I think
I do too. But I guess yesterday it was when you were like, "Hey, does anybody have anything?" And
that was to start the show. I didn't think waiting for Mike giving a lead would be good. You know what I mean? I just here's a news story that happened because I knew you wouldn't want to talk about it no matter what. But do you mean stuff like that, like bring stories?
No, I mean stuff like I think
the Rich Keefe thing.
Yeah, or even like the movie thing. I'm just doing it because I think it's a decent something that like the YouTube thing to me is a good idea, but it shouldn't just be a bunch of, hey, Kirk did this with Mike 7 weeks ago.
I already reached out to comedian, and then I got my Barstool email because I feel like that's easier to try and book. Yes, Andrew Schultz, who's in town on Saturday, but he can't do it.
Rejected. Well, it's okay. You keep trying.
Yeah.
But if you come up with any idees or anything, even like we make fun of Colleen, but it's an idea. That stupid show.
Yeah.
Great
thinkers. Dumb shit. Yeah, just don't my point is, we have an entire world where people are going to let us do whatever we want content wise. So we might as well take advantage of it. As opposed to just, and I'm guilty of it as well because I just thought this movie thing. But as opposed to saying, okay, we just do our show every day and worry about the show, we should just do as much other shit as we can.
Okay.
All right.
Deal.
Thank you.
Which is like a parody song.
We'll fire him later.
A lot easier than I thought.
You know what we're going to do?
I'll say this. I didn't know what it was about, but I said something about January, and you guys kind of looked at each other like, yeah, like you'll be there, as if I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That's the correct instinct. But what we're gonna do is
I think you said, January, that'll be cold.
Did I say that?
Yeah, that's why we looked at each other.
No, I said the ice fishing thing. Shit. I said it needs to be in January.
It needs to be cold so that there's ice.
Yes, I think that's
yeah.
If we're gonna fire you though, we should definitely fire him up there and leave him.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, trying to get an Uber back.
Definitely should.
How much is that Uber from Madawaska?
$30,000.
It'd be.
There's one driver up there.
That'd be a fun journey as long as you document it on Periscope. Blind Mike trying to get his way back from Madawaska.
I'm excited
for the trip.
It will be a time.
Yeah, we'll tell you all about it, Mike.
Somebody might die.
That'd be great.
This isn't a joke. This is people are going to have to be ready to survive.
Well,
this isn't like comfortable. There are no guardrails. We will be in the wilderness.
Well, no, it doesn't really seem like we'll be that deep in the wilderness. Where does this guy live? Do we know?
He works in Caribou, has a camp on Long Lake.
This guy sounds like a tough guy. He's your kind of guy.
He says he is.
The kind of guy he used to be.
Yeah, he's got a grill. Well, used to be.
Well, you're a city boy now. You fucking are talking about,
city boys.
You go to these little city places, your little hippie restaurants.
It's the most offensive thing you've ever said to me.
It's true. You're a city guy. You are. You're a city guy. Where do you live? True. In the city. Right?
Dressed in your fancy tuxes.
How close is the fucking nearest ice fishing to where you are, pussy boy? Same as me.
How many people in your hometown own a tux?
I actually looked up Jamaica Pond. They ban ice fishing.
That's what I'm saying.
Sucks.
So you're just a regular guy. You're just a fucking, you're going to get your coffee this weekend and walk around and read your newspaper. Well, the real tough guys are 200, 300 miles up north. Getting ready to ice fish. Hitting fucking deer. Hanging them upside down. Getting bait. While you're sitting there like, oh, gee, yeah, really, really good piece and reason today. Like, you fucking lost it. The eye of the tiger is gone. You know what? I'm not sure you can handle this trip. I'm not sure you're the right guy to lead it.
He's probably, for up there, he's probably fairly liberal, too.
Oh, completely. Completely. I am challenging. I'm challenging you. Can you lead us? Can you be the leader on this trip?
I will rise to the occasion.
Okay, good.
Can I bring some of my boys along?
The Neils of the world?
What do you mean? Like some of my
Dexter
crew?
Some of my Dexter friends. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
H.A.?
That's exciting.
Ackerson?
Well, come on. He'll never do it.
I don't know.
What a great live show if we actually had like real guests up there, like Harlan Ackerson. We have people up in Maine.
I like that's an example of a real guest.
Oh, in our show? The place would go nuts.
Ackerson would be a celebrity.
Yes, that's for sure.
I mean, yeah, of course you can. Sure,
right.
sure.
Good.
Is the Warthog coming or no?
I don't know if this would be his bag. I don't know if he would make it on I don't think he'd survive.
I like the Minihane boy. I think the Minihane brothers are going to be too into this trip.
No?
Really?
I'll check. I don't think that's been the Minihane way over the years.
I just see the Minihane brothers showing up, and they've got brand new jackets with like the tags still on them.
It's going to be
me. Brand new boots.
Well, I mean, do I need... so if I go out there in the morning for my run, how many layers do I need?
I would say at least 3.
Oh, I can handle it. This is so different than a cold day here. I mean,
as long as you're running, I mean, you're going to stay warm. Yeah. I wouldn't try to do like a 10-miler.
All right, well, we'll see.
We're also cell coverage will be a problem. So if you're like relying on your GPS to get home, that might be an issue.
Where do you think I'm going?
Back to the hotel.
How's it going to? Where the fuck do you think I'm going? I go down the fucking same way and come back.
All right.
How are the restaurants there? Good Italian place or no?
No. Nice chicken parm?
No. All right, well, fine.
There might be a McDonald's though, so I'll be.
Oh, there you go. You're gonna have a big weekend.
Oh man, if we do this weekend, you know how many times I'll be able to get McDonald's?
What do you mean if we're doing this?
It doesn't really sound like roughing it though. Well, as much as we're kind of
in our way.
Yeah.
I am not interested in sleeping in the cold.
No,
it holds no appeal to me.
Yeah, I mean, winter camping brings it to a whole other level. Like if we're expecting
now, some of the fans are willing.
Tents.
If they're willing to do that, we can't speak for them. If they want to do that, they can do it.
That's up to them, sure.
We're offering
their own free will.
We're offering them a chance to book accommodations as well.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, give me a parody song.
I think you'll be surprised with how these are impressive more than good. Like the ability to turn these out.
Why don't you just worry about the comedy podcast, Mike? Okay, I mean, we need to hear from you.
He thinks he'll do a podcast instead. Dave really wants to do the show with him. So that just killed the show dead. Jerry and his radio partner Kirky split up. I guess about a year's gone by now. They both just sit around, hang out, talk about producers. When Jerry starts crying, thinking about there's a car passing by.
This guy's good. He's great.
Introduce that sticker guy, Cullen.
This guy really is the standard, though, isn't he? There you go.
The Dan the Song parody man of the
Yes.
There's a bald guy listening to the show tonight. He's gonna click on his mouse to record. Trying to find some naughty bits and nasty words to send to the sponsors. But there was a time when he really liked the show. There wasn't a bad thing he could find. He really loved the show in Robinson's absence. I guess that he's a Cullinane guy. Cullinane. There's a car passing by Cullinane. His facial hair went awry. Cullinane. There's a car passing by Cullinane. You know that things take time. Cullinane.
I'd like that to play anytime we have to call Cullen.
That's true. You know, we didn't spend enough time talking about how none of Murchison's clips were when Cullinane was here.
We talked about that. We said he was a Cullinane guy.
Very interesting.
Oh, I believe Cullinane was involved, no question.
It tells you a lot about how far...
I mean, Cullinane let the guy date his wife. I mean, what else do you want? Right. Jesus.
It tells you a lot about how far Cullinane has come that I don't think there was a single Dershowitz reference in there.
That's true. That's true. Or the word fuck, which is sort of surprising. I mean, I want to tell this guy's now got 3 great songs, right?
Kind of an angry guy.
He's got Steve's.
He might have more today.
I consider his Blind Mike's mom's a MILF pretty good too.
That's pretty good.
I'd put 4 in there.
Oh yeah, I would say Steve's a Liar. I mean, I would not. I like the Call Nate song. But I would not put that up with Steve's a Liar and
no.
the bed and breakfast.
That's a separate category. Yeah.
There seems to be a trend with a lot of these songs.
What's that?
They're about me.
Or Mike.
A lot are about, both.
Yeah,
of us,
I would say Steve is the leader. Well, I mean, he's a dark character.
There's a new thing every day.
Yeah,
there's a new.
Steve is so happy today, though. I've given him joy with this.
Good. You have. You really have.
Let's not play that for a second. He mentioned the year, by the way. Is my year anniversary of my last show on EEI? Just parenthetically. Yeah.
Today?
Yeah, November 15th.
So
I
you're
came
running
in and did the
anniversary
show.
and
I did the show with Jerry and Mutt the last day. I hadn't been on for forever. But to give them credit, I don't give Entercom enough credit. They did replace me in the morning with one of the great comedic minds of all time, Nick Stevens. I don't know if you guys. I hate to. I don't. So let me set this up proper. Well, you know what? Let's. First, Steve.
There's very few text messages I get from Kirk that say, "What the fuck is this?"
It was holy fuck.
Oh, yes, holy fuck.
Ironically, it was sent to me by the person I had done the program with a year ago for the final time.
Interesting.
Who was equally confused. But before we do that, before we go to a great comedy mind, give me another great comedy mind, Steve Robinson talking about ExpressVPN.
Yeah, well, I've got some people telling me that I've been fucking these reads up. So apparently in
Way to go, Steve.
No, not like the actual what you need to do to buy into the tech side of it.
Okay.
They want to say that there are some areas where there are MLB online blackouts. There are some areas where you can't, because you're in Boston, for example, you can't get the kind of sports package you want. You can get around that if you go to ExpressVPN and get a virtual private network.
So what do you mean? So if you're in if you're in wherever Spokane, you like the Red Sox, you're saying? Or
no, I guess there's like a region around New England where you can't watch the Red Sox online because they want to drive you to the televised broadcast. But if you use ExpressVPN to spoof your location, like you're in Kansas, then you can get the online package and watch it. Because there's all kinds of rules that the MLB has with the local broadcasting networks. They don't want people going online and getting it and missing out on the commercials.
Okay.
So you can, if you live in Boston, you can use ExpressVPN to make it look like you live in Los Angeles, and then go to MLB and get the package, watch all the Red Sox games online. There's a football package that you can get. Yeah.
I got
so basically, if you encounter any kind of geographic block when you're trying to use the internet, you use ExpressVPN to make it look like you're in fucking Estonia, and then you can
fucking Estonia.
Yeah, you can use the internet like an Estonian.
What if you're in Madawaska?
Yeah, if you're in Madawaska, you can make it look like you're in New York City.
This seems perfect for our Madawaska trip because we're going to need some online viewing.
That's true.
At night,
good point. ExpressVPN.com/Minihane, Minihane for 3 months free with a 1-year package. ExpressVPN.com/Minihane to learn more. Go do that right now. So, I mean, I don't want to be mean, but I at the same time I do. So, the Greg Hill Show is a show that took over for Jerry's show, which took over for my show. And they have a comedian on there, Nick Stevens, who's I'm not even going to preface anything.
Okay.
He's a person. I've always gone along fine with him. He seems like a whatever.
You ever gone to one of his stand-up shows?
I have not.
You're missing out.
I think I might now. It's going to be the first guest on Mike's fucking podcast on Tuesday.
The only guy I can get.
He's a new co-host. When we fire Mike, they're going to be doing the show together. Yeah, that's good, right? Yeah, fuck them. Yeah, fuck them. This thing's really getting. People are starting to like it, right? So he plays this character, I suppose, right? Named Fitzy.
Yeah, but it's not. It's become not really a character.
Yeah, I don't really understand.
I think it's just him.
It'd be like if Andy Kaufman was really boring. Right. Like he had no sense of humor.
Right.
But he does this thing where he's like a Patriots homer, Fitzy.
Yeah.
And he's got a buddy who's a homer.
And he says wicked pisser.
It's everything. So it's him and his buddy. The Patriots are playing the Eagles this weekend, right? Mm-hmm. So it's him and his buddy who are both Pats fans at a diner with 2 Eagles fans. Mm-hmm. And they have a fucking smack off like you would not believe. It's a wicked ripper.
It's weird. They must have not known there was a camera there because it seems so natural.
Yeah, I don't think there was. I don't think there. I think somebody just got on their phone and sent it out. And I'm not saying this. I know at the beginning of the week, and I apologize to a lot of them in the fans because I was too tough on them at the beginning of the week. A great majority of them. I will say this. If you listen to this, which is 1 minute and 53 seconds, is that right? If you laugh at any of this, I don't want you listening to this podcast.
We might laugh at some
of it. No. If you think it's actually funny, okay. not laughing at it.
Right.
If you think it's funny, go. I'm not saying this to be an asshole. Go somewhere else because it's better for you than this. Because I don't know. Did you? I mean, you guys both watched it. Am I overselling how bad this is?
It's terrible. The first thing I thought of was how much time and money did they spend producing this, and what was the end goal?
I know one of those comedians is from Philly, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know if he had to come up here for that.
None of them can be funny, though, right?
And an intercom collaboration. How many camera people did they have? Did they have sound people? How much time was spent editing this?
I would say
they spent like a couple grand putting this together.
I was saying that if you've got, just pick 4 random guys, four guys who work at the funeral place, and sit them down for 20 minutes, and they would come up with something funnier than that, at least at one point. You guys be the judge. Go ahead.
A rematch of the biggest win in your franchise's history. And you get to play host. Congrats.
Hey, at least we're even in Super Bowls now.
Well, maybe in Super Bowls we've played against each other, but last I checked, we have a 6-1 ring lead on you.
Yeah, you're from Philly. We won't hold math against you.
Still thinking about it. Stop. Okay. That's joke number 1, I think.
Do you want to know how many times I watched this?
20?
Because the fact that you sent it to me made me I'm like, I'm missing something. There's some controversy in here that I'm not picking up on.
So the joke is that people from Philadelphia are dumb.
Correct. Yeah. It's good.
Won't hold that against
I don't want to stop every joke. We'll let the comedy play. Let people judge.
A 6-1 ring lead on you.
Yeah, you're from Philly. We won't hold math against you.
Still thinking about when you gave up 41 points to Carson Wentz's backup?
Brady said he's not over it. How the hell would we be?
What exactly am I supposed to beware of the boogeymen? That they might allow us to run all over you?
Philadelphia freedom. Is that what they call you, secondary?
Our Super Bowl win also proved that women are always right. Giselle's husband definitely cannot catch the ball.
Speaking of catches, whatever happened to Alshon Jeffrey? Is he dead? Or did he just never recover after costing you guys a trip to the NFC Championship?
Hold on. That's a good natural comedic line right there. It wasn't scripted at all.
Is he dead?
Is he dead? Or did
or did this long punchline happen?
I mean, it's Mike's wind up to his joke the other night on the it was shorter than that.
Listen, gang. If I can have the floor for a few moments.
Give me 9 minutes here.
It's always good when you make conversation sound so unnatural.
Yeah, why is it? I mean, I don't know. Like the premise of this, there's more. We'll play it. The premise of this to me,
Boston and Philly, the natural rivals.
Right. I get that. It's lame. But if you got 4 guys who were funny comedians and broke each other's balls, like you could shit on Brady and Giselle and Kraft.
Yeah.
And you could actually do it. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it, but you could do it in a way that's kind of dirty and funny and whatever.
I don't know. Because I've seen like ESPN try to do shit with that with people that I like.
Yeah.
And I'm
I mean just comedian.
Why are you doing
I guess.
This, you know?
I'm just more interested in it from a business perspective. Like they don't go to a diner that's sponsoring the video. Like how does this help a business make money?
I don't know. I mean, he's been doing this stuff forever. It's never been funny. I don't get it. I mean, maybe he's made a career out of it. Good for him if he has. He's a very nice guy, but I don't know what the.
Sounds like you've never heard the Wicked Pisser.
All right, Mike. Let's actually try to be comedians and do this. Okay, you're from the Philly.
I'm Philly.
I'll be the Philly. Well, you're a Patriots fan, right? So I'll be the Philly guy.
Okay,
Go ahead.
What are you eating? Fucking cheesesteaks down there?
Oh, you look pretty blind. You was blind as that masseuse when Kraft cummed in her eye after she fucking blew him.
Jump in front of a train, you fucking.
Why would you say that to a random Eagles fan?
I'm just saying. He's a Patriots fan.
I mean, the train down to Philly.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you could do it,
right. I mean, Bill Burr and whatever Eagles fan, Big J. Okerson, whoever.
There's a better chance your grandmother will be alive in January than the Eagles.
Yeah, this is good.
That's good stuff.
Right? Give and take here.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Shots fired. Oh wait, is that your mom? But
the thing is, I couldn't make it Eagles centric. I don't think. You know what I mean?
No.
I can be like, what, Carson Wentz, are you going to break his leg again? Come on. You know, what would I say?
Who do you think Fitzy's comedic inspiration comes from?
That's actually a really good question.
I think Norm Macdonald in there, maybe?
I think there's some...
Oh, guaranteed he loves Norm
There's
Macdonald.
Some of that... the fuck is his name?
Marley?
No, but there was a character... Who's the guy who pretended to drive a cab on ESPN for a while? He played that character
on ESPN
years and years ago. Fitzy's probably about my age. There was a guy who was like a pretend Homer for a while. There's sort of that.
I mean, not Mike O'Malley.
Yes, Mike O'Malley.
Oh,
the Mike O'Malley one. Yeah, that's that character. I could sort of see that. What was he called?
The Rick or the Mick
Rick.
Or something?
Yeah. I'm getting guys confused. That's exactly what I meant.
Yeah.
There's that. There's a little bit of Dennis Leary.
You think?
I think he's.
Which means there's a little bit of Bill Hicks.
Yeah, like I'm not saying that he's been properly influenced, but I'm saying there's you can see where it's coming from.
You can see the influence, yeah.
Yeah, the Norm Macdonald, the very laconic, it's not funny, but it's kind of, I don't know. All right. So you're a Patriots fan. Steve, you're an Eagles fan. Go ahead. The two of you go.
Okay. I don't think I really have anything. I'm just, am I an Eagles fan?
Yes. You're an Eagles fan.
All right, go ahead, Mike.
Let's go. Off to a good start. I like this. Go
ahead. Philly reference, other than cheesesteak.
You're gonna those Eagles are gonna end up like the fucking goose I hit.
Now, see, this seems too specific.
It doesn't seem like that really works with a joke.
It's hard. I'll give him that. It's difficult.
Yeah, but I would say it's a premise that I don't know why.
What, are we going to put 69 points on you this week? That's funny, right?
But I don't know why they don't. I don't. It also seems very. It's just so PG and just weird.
Well, it's an Intercom production. It has to be PG.
Is it an Intercom production? I don't even know. Oh, is it? I don't even know.
I would assume that.
I don't think so. He's been doing this for those Philly Intercom guys. You think?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
yeah. So I think that they're bringing like. Boston,
I know one of the Philly
Intercom
comedians. I think is a guy named Patrick Schroeder. Right?
Is he on one of the shows or something? Or?
No, he's just like a low level guy, and I've seen him do like one of those roast battle things.
If you're that bad at comedy, why would you keep doing it? I'm asking you, Mike.
I don't. That's the thing. I don't do it.
No, I'm saying, like, honestly, why would you at this point? He's about my age, I think. What are you doing?
He must get paid gigs, right?
Well, I think he's done some commercials like Gronk, and he's on the radio, so I guess maybe for him it's working out. Yeah. I'm glad it is. Like I said, he's a sweet guy.
I guess Fitzy. I mean, he hosts shit for the Patriots.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
There's a market for that kind of safe PG-13 comedy, right?
On the internet in 2019?
No, but I'm just saying, like on Intercom, in Patriots commercials, he's safe. He's never going to...
Well, that's different than there being a market.
There's never going to... Well, yeah, I know, but there is a market for safe shit that people don't really want. That's why he's on the fucking radio. That's why Greg Hill's on the radio. That's why Intercom got rid of you. They like this notion of corporate safety.
Oh, yeah, no, I understand that.
There's never going to be an online... is a good way to put it.
There's never going to be an online rage mob coming for Fitzy.
Like, he'll make a sex joke, but it's,
but it's like...
Your hoo-ha.
That kind of... Your D.
Yeah. That's what it is. And I can't explain it. It's probably not good for business, but it's just... corporate safety.
Let me hear the rest of it.
Michael always said, never trust a guy with 3 first names and no good hands.
How often do you think Tom Brady's teammates want to tell him, okay, Boomer?
Is it true that if I catch Darren Sproles, I get to keep all his gold?
Do you guys really think Gronk is coming back like the dad who went out for a pack of smokes?
It's a pretty natural conversation.
Because you let the wrong quarterback
I would say, I'm going to guess that there wasn't a lot of point in this where they had to stop because they were laughing so hard and then shoot again. I think they were just like,
one take.
Let's get through our lines. We don't listen to each other. We'll just do our completely scripted, inauthentic jokes and move on.
It seems like, I mean, I'm sure they paid these guys some sort of money for it or whatever.
I don't know.
But I feel like Intercom's a big enough company where they could have watched that video and said, hey, you know what, we'll take our losses on this.
I guess.
We're just not going to put this one out.
How much more do we have?
We're not even halfway through.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
It's true for you. You watch your mouth when you talk about Mr. Brady.
Hey, Tom Brady is a legend. We all agree. He's as iconic as the Rocky statue. It's just the Rocky statue has more mobility.
The Great Molasses Flood is how I describe Tom Brady dropping back to pass.
Hold on, I'm getting a call. Look at that. It's from your star quarterback. Oh, and it's coming from the Jacksonville area code.
Crazy it's called New England when the only thing you've added in 200 years is weed dispensaries.
Philadelphia.
It's a good one.
Where smoking cigarettes on your row house front porch is a career goal.
You know what the real sound of Philadelphia is? Police sirens.
How many states are in New England anyway? It's like the Soviet Union if everyone were more cold and miserable.
If it's always sunny in Philadelphia, why do all your fans look like they just crawled out of a cave?
Hey, raise your hand if you've ever beaten Eli Manning in the playoffs.
Your team's as overrated as your cheesesteaks.
What the hell's a steak tip?
It's the Tom Brady of steak cuts.
Gotta get a cheesesteak.
Steak tips.
Oh, cheese steaks.
What's wrong with you guys? You
at what point?
Hold on.
Let's pretend you're at this diner. You're at the booth next to them. At what point do you take your fork and reach over and shove it in his carotid artery?
Guys just talk to each other? Is anybody funny here? Jesus.
But even then, even if it's funny, I don't get the goal of it. I guess that's what I'm worried.
Well, I mean, it's
some hype, like, Boston, Philly.
If it's funny, it's funny. I don't care if it's funny, whatever. But it's not. I mean, it's the least funny thing I've ever seen in my life. Is there more?
Yeah.
They're talking about.
Let's call this water.
You sound like a Muppet.
Water. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles.
L-O-S-E-R-S. Losers. Now, do you boys like your hush it whiz with or whiz without? Just out of curiosity.
Well, still tastes better than anything Brady eats.
There you go.
Hey, pal. That's our quarterback.
It got really personal. They just break character. Yeah, fuck you.
That's another thing too. Is like I don't know. You're supposed to get offended by that. I guess. Like, oh, hey,
who is that?
Edgy.
I don't even understand who that's
That's geared towards older people, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's PG. You're right. PG-13. Like, you know, hey, you're a loser. LOSE. I would feel like such an asshole saying that.
Executives are never going to have to get together and have a meeting. Oh, what do we do about this Fitzy situation? You know,
well, they're going to have to get together at some point and have a meeting and say, why are the ratings so low with this guy on it?
But they'll be perplexed by that. They'll be like, well, what do we need?
Yeah,
do we need more athletes on the show?
Players on.
Yeah,
exactly. Let's do.
That's honestly the difference between having, I don't like to give him credit anymore, but having a guy like Portnoy in control of content versus a guy like David Field in charge of content.
Or Mark Hannon,
where it's someone that says, hey, wouldn't it be great if we had Philly fans and New England fans going at each other? Okay, who do we get? Like Bill Burr? No. Like, just get whoever.
Yeah, but see, the
get whoever's around.
No personal attacks, no swearing, don't say, we have Tom on every week, so don't talk about this or that.
No good jokes.
Yeah, let's just keep it very safe.
But the Barstool version of that would be to go to a tailgate and find Philly fans and New England fans and have them shit talk each other. Like, they do that all the time.
That would be terrible too. But yeah, I've that world has no, like, this, your team sucks, like, has never appealed to me ever. I don't get it.
No, but at least if it's real, there's some,
I guess.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but I mean, that is just brutal. I mean, the poor guy, like, what the fuck?
How much time do you think they took writing those jokes too?
I don't know. I couldn't. It was
quite a production. They had to get a set.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in a diner. They just go to close the diner and do it?
No, I think it was a set. I think
any diner would have closed their door.
This was a big production.
Jesus God, I don't know. It's fucking brutal. Absolutely brutal. All right, give me another song. Huh.
I frolic and hop all happy on Steve's uncle's dairy farm. The willy wax make me happy, that is till he does me harm. He sees me and slams the gas down, his eyes they are red like blood. I've never seen man so happy as Steve when he heard me thud. Steve murdered me, Steve murdered me. I was still alive, then he took out his knife and pumped it into me. He had drool on his lip as he cut my neck on me in the garage of his bed and breakfast.
Now that's funny. See,
it's an excellent one.
Now, Fitzy, take some notes. So I didn't really get it at first. The first couple months I couldn't understand the accent. So it's the deer.
Yes.
Who has an accent for some reason.
Or he's singing Under the Sea from Little Mermaid.
I understand. Yeah. No, I get that. But
it's a Maine accent.
Let's start at the beginning again. How long is this one? We have a couple of...
3 minutes.
Is it really? Is it a different person or no?
Yeah, this is a new one.
Yeah, I don't know who this is.
I'll just say that the deer has sung a couple for us.
I frolic and hop all happy on Steve's uncle's dairy farm. The willy wax make me happy, that is till he does me harm. He sees me and slams the gas down, his eyes they are red like blood. I've never seen man so happy as Steve when he heard me thud. Steve murdered me, Steve murdered me. I was still alive, then he took out his knife and pumped it into me. He had drool on his lip as he cut my neck on me in the garage of his bed and break. Now he wants another. Got more kills than his brother, Steve murdered me. I think he knew I was sleeping. His Buick I barely grazed. Popped out, then he chloroformed me until I was in a daze. That goose tried to heed my warning, but Steve took his life as well. We're both headed for his menu, goose and venison soup for sale. Steve murdered me. Steve murdered me.
That is great.
Now his boner is starting, hearing me farting, that killer I see. Lost my life to an ice fishing poet punk. Now he folds up my legs, shoves me in his trunk. It was 4 in the morning, I was still yawning when Steve murdered me. Steve murdered me. Now he lights up a fire, the smoke billows higher to keep bugs off me. As my lifeless limp body hangs and sways, Steve adds the blueberries to the pancakes. No silver dollars, no D-League softballers. Steve murdered me. Steve kills a deer, he don't shed a tear. His eyes, they are dry, he smiles ear to ear. He cuts off my meat from head to my feet, then throws me in an ice hole. When Steve kills a goose, he laughs, that's the truth. He takes off his shirt, then raises the roof. He says, as we invade all over the place, as he is the meanest soul. Steve murdered me.
Oh my God.
Steve murdered me. He needed more steak for his guests when they wake up at his B&B. They need their fuel for a busy day. Murder and fish the Robinson way. For him it's a thriller, to me he's a killer. Steve murdered me. Gripped his wheel and slammed me. No vengeance for Bambi. Steve murdered me. If his guests only knew what went into this stew. If they knew that innkeeper was my Grim Reaper. A notch on his belt as he's wearing my belt. Steve murdered me.
Oh. That's incredible.
That might be my favorite one.
Unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
Now you might say if I didn't bring Steve's murderous tendencies to the program, we wouldn't have that song.
Good job, Mike. Good job. It's a long way to give yourself credit. But sure, we'll take it.
I think that's my favorite song so far.
That's pretty damn good. That is so creative. It's unbelievable.
And true.
Steve
and true. You murdered a deer. Did you think when you hit that deer that song was going to happen years later or no?
No, but I was happy about it.
I understand.
That's going to be, now the problem with this being Friday is that's going to be in my head all weekend.
Steve
until another one takes its place.
Oh, all right, give me one more. Well, that's tough to top.
It's tough to follow.
Take a pause here for a second. Jesus. Whew. You got anything else or not? Do you think they go back? They must go back and listen to before they write the songs.
They must, because
so much detail.
I've tried to think of songs.
I forget. I
forget half of them.
I wouldn't. These two songs, I wouldn't remember any of this.
I said last night, every detail of our lives will be detailed in song.
True. All right, go ahead. How much of it makes it tough for them? But that's a very creative song.
Very good.
That's very, very creative. We have any news here today or anything else we have to get to before we do some other stuff or not?
Well, I did print out that there's a Washington Post story about Bezos buying the
Seahawks, yes.
Yeah. But I just thought it was interesting because you always, a couple of shows ago, you mentioned, you think anything in the Washington Post is flavored by its ownership?
No.
And there's a story in the newspaper Bezos owns about how much the NFL wants Bezos to buy the Seahawks. It's unusual. And they do disclose it in like the sixth paragraph of the story that Bezos owns the paper, but it's like, come on.
It's ridiculous. That's totally stupid. Yes, I think that's, I don't really, it's, I mean, that's the thing. You just can't trust any of these papers. You can disclose it all you want, but that doesn't mean it's not. So
exactly.
What? I mean, great. Yeah. Congratulations. Henry owns the Globe, but I mean, so what?
You think Bezos could afford a team?
But even like the stuff now, you're going to get the Globe saying, Alex Cora didn't know anything about this sign stealing.
I'm actually surprised that there's already been 2 stories about it. I would have expected a complete, they're not going to say anything about it.
Not acknowledge it.
I don't know. We were Mike and I were talking about it before you got here.
Sorry, I missed that.
He doesn't think it's that big of a deal.
I don't either.
You haven't seen the video? Have you seen the videos?
I don't even know what the story is.
Oh, the
signs.
I know that they accuse the Astros of stealing signs,
yeah.
right? And their numbers went up in the playoffs or something.
Yeah, and then there's that guy putting out all the videos of a drum being banged, and then they know what pitch is coming.
That probably happened.
It's a pretty significant advantage if you know an off-speed pitch is coming.
Absolutely. What would you like me to do?
I would like you to be a little angry.
Okay.
You know what? I'd like you to give a shit for once. How about that?
Yeah. On this one, I have to be honest. On this one, you can't. They probably cheated. Some teams, don't you think all these teams do that in baseball?
Abolish the Astros.
That's what I was saying. It's a Spygate thing where it's like, they were probably cheating, but it's not.
I don't know. I guess my interest is more in how the Globe is going to handle it because there's no way Alex Cora didn't know. It's a serious cheating scandal. If there was, what
would you like them to do to Cora?
Well, he should be fired
as manager of the Red Sox.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Why?
I mean, because he's dirty. He cheated.
He won a World Series with them last year. He's gonna get fired next year anyway if they're not any good. But I mean, what? Because of that?
Yeah, lifetime ban from the MLB. See you later, buddy.
Lifetime ban?
Yes.
From the MLB?
Yes.
You know what I can't wait for is when Alex Cora gets fired and they replace him with a white guy. All the articles from the Globe about that.
It's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be ridiculous. Yeah, I don't really. But you think Cora was like the lead guy on this? I mean, he's the bench coach.
No, but anybody who knew about it. Right? I mean,
so you think all players should be kicked out of baseball for life?
Yeah, if they were, it was a big conspiracy.
What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
People steal signs all the time.
It's part of baseball.
They had a team effort to work out a system to fucking cheat.
Right, as every team does.
And then we can go back and we can see where it gave them an advantage.
So you think
it's not like
Jose Altuve should be kicked out of baseball for life?
It's not like one of them went up and said, "Hey,
this
guy's
interesting theory."
It's not like one of them said, "Hey, this guy's gonna tell, he dips his glove anytime he's gonna throw a fastball or something like that." They were working out a system to cheat. It was like there had to be a lot of planning in it. A lot of people knew.
They won the World Series, right? That year,
the Astros,
yeah. Is that the year they won or no?
Yes.
I mean, if we're gonna,
do you think they should take the World Series away from the Astros?
Yes. If we're going to get all worked up about performance-enhancing drugs,
congratulations,
unfair
Dodgers.
competitive advantage. Why shouldn't this be taken seriously?
Remember that time everyone stole signs and they all dropped dead for like heart attacks and stuff?
What?
Well, it's like performance-enhancing drugs, right? Like,
yeah, but
remember they all killed themselves because of depression from it and beat their wives and stuff. I remember that. Yeah,
well, that's what happened to Junior Seau.
Yes, yeah.
Stealing signs.
I mean, what are you talking about?
I'm just saying they set up a system to cheat. It worked for them.
You just said yesterday on the show you had no problem with the president of the United States threatening Ukraine. No problem at all.
Yeah.
But you want these guys kicked out of baseball for stealing signs.
And you want Myles Garrett arrested.
Yeah,
one's foreign policy. If they're going to have rules,
is Trump doing that? Is Trump doing that to gain an advantage in the power structure?
No, that's just American foreign policy.
Okay, it's the same.
It's in no way trying to rig an election.
Exact thing.
You're saying
he's trying to establish an advantage competitively over the Ukraine, bullying them and saying, "I'm your dad." This is the same thing. They're trying to gain a competitive advantage.
Yeah, but there's no rules in international politics, or very few rules.
What are the? I don't even know.
There are no rules that say
what
you get kicked out of baseball.
What are the sign-stealing rules in baseball? I don't even know. I don't even know if they exist.
Yeah, I just assume that it's against the rules.
What's a good way to have an argument? If you just assume it. So now you want them kicked out of. You want the Astros organization wiped off the planet?
Yes.
Removed from baseball.
Yes.
It's a pretty big market.
That would be a big.
Yeah, it seems like a bold move.
Pete Rose, step aside.
Right. Do you think this is worse than what Pete Rose did?
No.
No? Okay. Pete Rose bet his team to win.
Yeah, but I know Pete Rose suffered pretty extreme punishment for betting
on
baseball.
Yeah. I would agree.
And the Astros probably, what's going to happen?
Nothing.
Pete Rose, Hall of Fame, yes or no? What say you? Let's go around the room.
We'll take calls on that later. What? Oh, God. Okay. Why am I arguing with you about this?
Yeah, I don't know fucking anything about baseball. I watched like one baseball game this year.
Good American.
Just enough to get the terms down.
That's more than I watched, though. Honestly, I don't think I saw one pitch of a Major League Baseball game this year. I can't imagine I did.
I was impressed yesterday when I mentioned I was going with the Steelers. You said, against the in Cleveland tonight, you said.
Yes.
So you keep up to some extent.
I must have seen, I don't know why I saw that, but I did see that.
Just happened to come across.
Yeah,
okay.
Yes.
Will you watch the Pats this weekend?
I will not. No, I don't really. I mean,
Harry not into football?
He likes playing, but he's not going to sit there and watch. I mean, the thing is...
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I never thought of that. Does Harry watch sports?
But the thing with Harry is Harry's sort of an Eagles guy, so we just give each other a lot of shit back and forth for we go have lunch.
Ooh, I'd like to get that on
video. We go have
lunch
lunch together like a diner, and it gets bad.
I can imagine.
I'm like, how come if it's always sunny, then why do you always look like shit when you walk out of there, you fucking asshole?
And you got up and bitch slapped you across the face.
I'm like, you know what? I'm like, oh yeah, 1 second, I get the glare of Tom Brady's rings on my, it never ends. And then he starts talking about Brady's diet, and it's like, oh, here we go again. Give me a couple of those. Let me hear that again. Just jump in the middle of it. Let me hear a couple of jokes.
I will say I do hate now that I'm like a Yankees fan. So
he's as iconic as the Rocky statue. It's just the Rocky statue has more mobility.
Perfect, thank you. Good. What's that?
Now, I'll wear my Yankees hat out, so anyone that I'm friends with from high school or whatever, they're like, "Oh, get this guy out of here! Don't let him wear that hat in here." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll play along. I'll play your little game."
Yeah, it'd be a long way to go before you catch us in rings, asshole. You do that whole thing.
Yeah. It would have been better if they had a laugh track. That way you know when the joke ends.
That is good. And that would have. Then you can ask yourself, is this tongue in cheek? Maybe
remarkably natural performances by those guys across the board.
Molasses flood is how I describe Tom Brady dropping back to pass.
You do? You sound like a lot of fun.
He's poor guy.
I think you and Steve might have to do one of these videos at some point.
All right.
The bad jokes would just come too naturally.
That's true. Support for the Kirk Minihane Show. That's a good point. It comes from Manscaped. Number one, men's below the belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels.
Wow, still not there.
They're getting the week off. Manscaped, the Minifans have to take some beating.
All right.
20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. If you use my name, that's KIRK. 2 Ks. Always use the right tools for the job. Your balls will thank you. Manscaped.com. Again, a long-time collaborator and advertiser for the show. We love them. And we love our balls. We love our penis. We don't want to have it cut off. And I've said this before. If you use any other product, you will cut your penis off. There's no doubt about that. We've seen it happen.
Wow.
People sent pictures of that to Steve. He couldn't send those out. No Manscaped pictures this week, huh?
Not a single dick pic. No.
People.
All parody songs.
What the fuck is going on? They don't care. These parody songs. Manscaped.com, promo code KIRK. 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code KIRK. What do we got? Let me hear this parody song about me.
Oh, yeah.
Is it that bad?
Well, we're probably overplaying it now, but it's pretty nasty.
I don't know if I like that, but go fine. I can handle it.
It's rare to hear someone critical of you. Put it that way.
This won't last long. The two.
He's an asshole.
Oh, jeez.
He's crazy about Springsteen. He loves Prozac. Volume 2.
That's not true.
He's an asshole. His parents both hate him. They'd rather die than be here by his side.
Wait a minute. That's ridiculous.
And it's a long day waiting at the train station. Kirk's a pussy and didn't follow through. He's an asshole, arrogant and conceited. He hates women and trans people too.
Oh, wait a minute.
Suck a dick.
Wait a minute.
Fuck Boston.
Well, all right.
Kirk's a prick.
Oh, all right.
I hope he dies soon.
I can tell.
And he's an asshole, but he won't say it. King of crazies, but he won't cross that line. Where are my roses? I'm a loyal listener, but I don't matter because it's all about you. Suck a dick.
He's right about that. It's a very passionate performance.
It is good.
He really means it. He really hates it. He really hates it. That's where great art comes from.
Hope he dies soon, yeah. 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 Hope he dies soon, yeah.
Hope he dies soon, yeah.
Hope he dies soon, yeah. Hope he dies soon. Suck a dick. Fuck Boston. Kirk's a prick. I hope he dies soon.
It's a nice melody.
It's not bad.
Good job.
I think I have a message for me at the end. That's a good one. Not a I would put I'm biased, obviously.
No, but
I would call it a classic, but a good, solid.
Yes.
Yeah, good, solid. Second tier song.
Yeah.
The passion is more.
Yeah, and I like the
alarming.
subject too. The subject has not been attacked much, so
Right.
I do appreciate that.
Yeah. It's good to be original.
That's a good one. Yeah,
I would say so.
What, anything else that's good there?
We've got one from Kevin from Bristol.
This is one he was recording last night.
Yeah.
This is with the Ramblers, right?
Yes.
What's the first one?
Blind Mike.
Blind Mike. Is that? Yeah. Let me hear that one.
The theme of That's Life.
That's the Ramblers. That's a potential backup band for the show, right?
Yes.
For the concert.
Yes.
Good.
Colby and the Ramblers.
Colby and the Ramblers.
Colby
I
James
apologize.
and the
Colby James and the Ramblers.
Yeah.
There you go. I noticed last night, oddly, on my Twitter, that the Colby Ramblers, whatever, tweeted at me, and I retweeted it, and Pete Abraham liked that tweet.
Like your tweet?
Yes. I've never had any interaction with him ever on social media. I wonder if he's a Ramblers
Gotta be
fan.
an accident. Is he a Ramblers fan? Maybe?
I don't know.
Maybe he trusts your music taste.
Oh, it's true.
Blind Mike. You know what people say.
What do they say?
Right now he's riding Alba.
Because she finds out he's gay.
There's a lot of
But regardless if he drops that bomb,
what rhymes with bomb,
he'll
I
just
wonder?
get back on top of his mom. I said Blind Mike.
Blind Mike.
Without Kirk, it would seem he'd be sucking people's dicks, choking on their cream.
Cream seems to be a
drive for that.
Cream seems to be his driving creative force.
Cause he's got this fine-ass job being Kirky's clown. He's been Kirk's puppet, but pirate, you know it. A crank phone call king. He's been passed up on, looked down on, Barstool kicked him out. He can't see a thing.
All right, I got it. Prank phone calls seem like 100 years ago.
I know.
Jesus. It's been, what, a couple months? Oh, since the 31st. Right? Yeah,
a couple weeks.
That's what it would have been, I suppose. Jeez. Any other good ones today or no?
Yeah, I think there's still a couple good ones.
Keep them coming next week, I think,
This one goes out to you, Jerry. How does Greg Hill's ass taste? I bet it tastes pretty good, don't it? And I just got a little holiday message for you.
Who's this?
Is this a fake Irish guy or the same?
Are you listening? EEI did the fisting. You're eating dinner at 5, listening to Dale while you...
What happened? What happened?
Just reset.
No.
Oh, man.
Did the fisting. You're eating dinner at 5, listening to Dale while you drive, getting fucked by WEEI.
Oh, all right.
Not bad.
Someday soon, you'll launch a podcast and will fail. Your producer's half-assed. You'll find your own way back to Zarbano someday. Getting fucked by WEEI.
That's cool.
In December, Kirk goes on vacation, and he'll see Jerry with a frown. Boy, is it true what they're saying, that you were foreclosed on in Charlestown. Later on, after Christmas, Lucy Bird becomes a Curtis. Jerry gets a big pay, filling in for LJ, getting fucked by WEEI. Getting fucked by WEEI.
That's pretty good.
Jerry got bent over by WEEI.
That is a funny little out of nowhere song. I did not expect that. That's what I like.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
I don't know.
Jesus. That is funny. That's fun. That's a good one.
Our second Irish contributor.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
Yes.
I think I like the first Irish one better. I like this one. Was it the Three Blind Mice?
Yeah.
Free Blind Mike. All right. What? We had some other good ones? Let's play them out. Let me hear a few. That's funny.
'Twas an early morning back in 2004. Young Steve, a farmhand, had one simple chore. The air was cold when he got in his car. Short drive to Unkies, it wasn't too far. But the saber made him feel so free. 4 a.m. was the time, it was difficult to see. Out of nowhere came a white-tailed doe. His Buick bumper gave it quite a blow. He got out his car to see if it still had life. It didn't. He pulled out a big long knife. A swipe to the throat and the blood rushed out. He heard a soft fart and there was no
people love that.
'Twas food, this venison, it was no skunk. He threw that creature right in his big trunk. Slammed it shut, next came a big long smirk. Off to give those udders a real good jerk.
The misfortune this guy dealt with is he probably thought no one's going to come up with this song when he was third on the list.
Yeah, but boy, it tells you how quickly these people get to work.
I know.
Jesus, what did they come up with on Monday?
I know.
Anything else good or no?
I think we got one more.
Oh, boy.
Mike can't see.
Mike can't see,
I guess, yeah.
Nope. What was that?
Willie sucks.
Oh, okay. That's true.
No, Mike can't see.
His accuracy can't be questioned.
No, Chauncey's son was arrested for punching a cop.
Jokes fly.
They do flop. But yeah, you are funny. You did win. You won the event. That's just the vote. Incredible. I mean,
very good.
Back in the old days, if this was the 90s and we were doing this podcast, which would make a lot of sense, we could have released a CD of these songs and made a fortune.
Some people have suggested that to me, but I didn't bother bringing it up because
a CD?
Yeah.
Well, who the fuck is going to buy that?
That was my logic.
Yeah, I think they could. We should find a way to make it accessible for everyone.
Yeah, we're putting them on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should do like just a There's one thread that plays them all, or no?
We can make like a.
Yeah, I would do like an hour.
Yeah. People are already listening to them.
I put all the best ones on there and send it out and say, here's the the 5 or 6 best. I don't know if you guys, whatever you guys want.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's fun.
I punched the sheriff, and my name is Sam Shawn.
Oh, jeez.
Now that's.
I think it's just this.
The sheriff,
and my name is Sam Shaughnessy.
You can get away with pretty much any song. The quality doesn't matter.
all around in my hometown. No one is trying to track me down. Because my last name is Shaughnessy. Now I'm sitting with Kingpin Pete.
I don't know how Kingpin Pete got dragged into this.
Well, former, fellow felon, I think. Yeah. I don't know what to say.
Two criminals.
All right.
I'm still going, by the way. We still got plenty more. I don't know.
I thought you said we're done with the good ones, no?
Unky Steve's the NB. Eat your pancakes, do not leave. So you're in town for a funeral, maybe I'll come just to grieve. And tomorrow we'll ice fish, then I'll make you any dish. Just don't mention the Obamas, that is my only wish. Tours of Maine, just for you. We'll sing and dance, do-do-do-do. You have to try my famous seafood ragu. Up here it's just me and Smugsy, we're approaching bankruptcy. Unky Steve's B&B.
I like it.
It's pretty good.
I like it.
People are fucking crazy. They're just crazy. God, they're crazy. How many do you have on Monday?
At least 12.
A bunch,
What's gonna stop? All these lunatics going to stop.
I don't think they will until you say so.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. Keep it coming.
Until we stop and join them.
I mean, the title, for me, the heavyweight champion right now, for me, is still Steve's a Liar.
I think the one today,
you like that one better?
I don't know the name, per se.
Oh, hardest I've laughed.
That's the hardest I've laughed.
The hardest I've laughed so far.
Steve murdered me.
Steve murdered me.
The hardest I've laughed so far in the whole process is the Hotel California, though, with the
oh, really?
Yeah, with the author.
See, I think today was the hardest I've laughed.
Yeah, that was funny too.
Yeah.
But the I mean that.
Oh, that's true.
I mean that's
That's true. Yeah.
It's
pretty hard.
It's so plausible. He discovered he's a writer in the middle of his bed and breakfast.
Even, yeah.
It's very strange. We have more. You're saying?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Jesus.
Let it rip.
Steve.
You're not his best, but you need some decent toe tappers to round out the album.
You put the album on, yeah. They're all gonna be number one hits,
right?
I mean,
but it was good.
Oh, yeah, it was funny. The guy's funny. The guy's a genius.
That guy's great.
The guy's a fucking genius. What we got? Oh boy.
Oh.
Jerry and Dino. I can still remember how Lombardi used to make them smile. And I knew if I'd spoke of trends, that Bob would make those bosses dance. Or maybe I could keep them happy for a while.
This is good.
But Dino went and waved his finger. Dale Arnold's belly is bigger.
Okay.
I sat there and I reminisced about Battle of the Brainless.
Well, I don't know.
We hit the post, we made Mutt dance, and Bradford sucked off Pomerantz.
That's great.
Go ahead. Trim, he stuck his Woody in to pop chop, and he's ready to sploo.
Okay.
We've lost direction a little bit, but all right.
Ready to fuck. Shiver me timbers, he was ready to bust. Thought he was out of a job and he'd be running amok. Thank God that Stella died. Yeah, we are just three guys who are shucking and jive. We talk incest, if you molest, Mike will say it was fine. When Grandma dies, we will all laugh when he cries. Kirk is gonna suck Willie's boner dry. Dave will tape it for the Instagram live.
Is that it?
That was it.
Yeah.
That was good. Every time Steve said, I have one more, I was like, let's not ruin it. But everyone's been good.
It's Pomeranz Lad's fault. That's fun. Is that it?
There's one more. It's been tried before.
It has?
Yes.
No, that's not a good
Been
song.
tried before.
Let me hear it.
Flew in from the Kremlin up to Dexter, Maine. Gotta see my aunt tonight. Me and Harlan Atkinson are eating some dogs. Man, I'm just a Russian spy. Steve's from the USSR.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't want to.
At least it's the right song.
That's true.
At least instead of Born in the USA, it's
that's true.
Back
I
in
was
the
expecting
USSR.
that at some point. Well, here you go. How many songs have we played so far in the
30?
That's it? I would guess more. Jeez, okay.
Maybe more.
Just feels like okay. Well, yeah. Excellent. So, all right. Anything else we got this week, or before we? Okay. What was that? Was that the Under the Sea song?
Yeah.
Okay. Steve tweets out 27 minutes ago. Major announcement coming today.
Major announcement.
The Kirk Minihane Show ice fishing expedition. I'm sorry, had you guys forgotten about that?
Wow. What are we missing?
Look at this. Peter King, interested in hearing from parents of youth football players or parents on the fence about allowing kids to play football about the Garrett incident.
I have no idea why this ran through my head yesterday, but why did you guys have a clip of Peter King saying, "I did blow him"? Do you remember the context?
Well, he doesn't really
of that?
say it, though. It just sounds like it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, because we're playing the sound.
I was trying to think of what he was
talking
talking
about. We're playing the sound one day of something, and it's not that. It's like, I did something, but it sounded like it. We just isolated it.
Okay.
One day we just played it over and over
All right.
and over.
I was trying to remember.
It was funny. Peter King's still going on these shows and do this stupid shit. Jesus.
Yeah. Big star.
Always very nice to me, I have to say, but, I don't know.
Seems like a nice enough fella. Just a boring kind of a guy.
Yeah, just kind of a grump. I don't know. So that's a big announcement?
Yeah, I would think so. I think that's going to be the takeaway from
This is in your hand. This is in your hands.
All right. I think I did a good job with the vigil. This has a few more moving parts.
I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying I want, it seems like you're passionate about this. I want to give this to you. Do you have a title in mind or no?
A title in mind?
Yeah, for the event.
The Kirk Minihane Ice Fishing Expedition.
Oh, well, there you go. You ask a question, you get an answer.
That's true.
Expect it so quickly. Okay, so we taped Monday. An interview with Adrienne, who was nice to come drive over here and get completely fucking spooked out of her mind. By
Say you? I see you.
Yeah, what are you doing right now?
It's not an accurate characterization at all.
Just slide off those panties for me.
It's a beautiful shirt you're wearing.
They're making it weirder than it has to be.
Where am I? Don't worry about it. Just worry about what you're doing.
Looks good on you, but look better off you, if you know what I'm saying. Why don't you do that? I'll touch myself.
Why don't you lick your lips?
Jesus. I'll wait till the guys leave. Maybe we can talk a little bit about the business. You like that?
About the business.
Hey, Jade, you got any deer blood in that car? You got any deer blood in your? Can you bring a gallon of deer blood over so I can drink it and masturbate?
Maybe he hit a deer on the way to work. Maybe he was all juiced up.
Were you sexually aroused when you hit the deer? That seems to be some of the songs suggested.
It was exciting. Yeah, you get your blood flowing a little bit.
Yeah. You're not sexually aroused.
I mean, there's a narrow time frame there where it's still warm.
Do you get
sick bed?
Sure, I understand. I remember when Ted Bundy said that in the Bundy confession tapes. Did you have any blood on you after the experience? You have to wash it off, or you like having it on for a while, or no?
No, you wash it off.
You wash it off. Yeah. Do you respect the deer or no?
Yeah, I mean, you use every part of it. I mean, I think it's disrespectful
use the
to
hoof?
just hit the deer and leave it on the side of the road.
What do you do with the hoof?
Make glue.
Okay.
No, there's some parts that get thrown away.
It's like Goodfellas, the hoof.
Yeah, no, you don't keep the pelt or anything, but I used as much meat as I could, yeah.
Yeah.
We could have a glue making seminar at
you would do that, right, Steve?
Event.
I've never done it before, actually.
You're open to it, though.
I'm open to it, yeah.
If anyone already knows, they could teach us.
That's true.
It doesn't have to be all Steve.
No,
anyone can teach their trades.
Too much burden on this guy.
Yeah.
What we're gonna want, we got to find some moose meat. That's gonna be harder to find. I think somebody up in the county can probably hook us up, though.
One would hope.
Some moose meat.
We can all hope that happens.
Have you ever had moose?
I'm going to say I haven't.
It's very good.
I mean,
do you like red meat, though?
I do, but I'm not. I like it. Yes, I like a couple of times a year to have a nice piece of steak or a hamburger or something. Yeah,
I think you would like moose.
What does it taste like?
It tastes a lot like beef, except for I don't know. It's difficult to describe. It's maybe just like I don't know. It tastes like the woods a little bit. It just tastes like a really good natural piece.
Yeah, well, it's like, in the woods.
Like, hey, you ever had a pine cone before?
Well, no, it's very it's very tender, but I don't know. You can just taste wilderness.
You ever had shark before?
No, I don't think I have.
Taste the wilderness.
A nice bite of the wilderness.
That should be the slogan of this trip.
I had a shark steak sandwich once in Florida. It was excellent.
Yeah,
shark steak.
Yes,
I can see
interesting.
It was very good. It was at my cousin's bachelor party years ago. I don't know why I thought of that, but it was very, very good.
Is that going to be on the menu?
Yeah, well, I think
it's going to be a lyric in the song. I know that.
The further up the food chain you go, the better stuff tastes.
Is that true?
Yeah, like tuna.
You ever had squirrel before?
I have had squirrel. Yes.
Have you really?
Yes.
Why? You're shooting him out in his backyard.
I killed one with a potato gun.
Listen, you step on Steve's property, you're going to be food pretty soon.
You just cooked it after that?
Yeah.
What did it taste like?
I mean, this is oversaid, but chicken. You know, it's just
is that true?
Yeah, yeah. I've had snapping turtle before too.
Yeah, how was that?
Gross.
Why would you eat that?
Very oily. Well, I mean, I caught one, so
you had to eat it.
Did you wear the squirrel? Did you put that squirrel thing on your head? Did you wear it like a hunting cap after, or no?
No, but I did. I did that with a muskrat once.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's weirder and weirder. The week
I would like a coonskin cap for
That's
Steve.
what I'm saying. Yeah. The week started.
What skin hat?
Coonskin, isn't that what it's called?
You can say that still, I think, can't you? The week started with Steve assaulting a guest in the parking lot and ends with him talking about, eating turtles. Yes. Sounds like a Steve week if there's ever was one.
And that guest is up next.
Adrienne was great. So she has a transgender child. I think I said that. I think is 7 or 8, maybe 8. 8. And I am aware, and I wouldn't say concerned, but I'm aware that it seems I don't want to be doing a thing where we bring in transgender people.
Yeah, you think it'll look like we're pandering or something?
Oh, yeah. Also, that the entertainment value I think is also the most important thing.
Sure,
it's nice. We're not educating her. It's not a PSA, but she actually is a fan of the show. So is her husband, and she gives it as she's a ball breaker. Like she's you're gonna like her. She's and I'm concerned also about our guest from last week.
Oh, really?
And the path that this person is taking on social media seems to be strange.
I've tried to mentor her, but she doesn't always take my advice.
Well, she made your text public on Discord, I saw.
I didn't see that.
Yes.
Oh, okay, great.
Sexual in nature, which is surprising.
Very. Yes.
Why are you sending guests pictures of your dick?
Well, she asked for it. You were asking for it. The name of my new podcast.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I saw that people were texting me or someone tweeted me that she put that on Discord or something. Like this interaction and
trying to think
something
of what I
about
said.
Weird. Nothing. It was like you were being fine. But but it was just she seems to be. She's young. I understand.
Yeah.
And I understand there's also this, as I always say, this whiff of whatever gets attached when you get your first moment on this show, right? And you've been never recognized before in that little world. You get to fly.
It's like heroin,
Yeah. So I'm going to try and give her a break.
I know she's trying to promote the charity, and I do think that's what she's thinking about.
Yeah, I guess, but is that what you're saying, Steve?
Even if she's just trying to promote herself, okay. I mean, she's allowed to do that.
Yeah. No, I understand, but it's also sort of...
There's probably a smarter way for her to do it rather than glomming onto Kirk Minihane.
I don't care, but I'm just saying there's a way...
I know what you mean, but I like her. I don't get a killer her. It's not the same. It's not the same.
I like it too, but I'm just saying, the fuck are you doing?
Oh, my God.
Who's calling you?
It's my landlord. I don't have heat in my apartment.
You don't?
No.
No,
he
had a frosty night last night.
Want to negotiate on the show?
Nope.
Why not? You had no heat last night?
Yeah.
The fuck? How cold was it?
It was pretty cold.
Why don't were you not paying your bills?
No, I'm paying my bills. They had the plumber there working on the furnace.
You should sleep here.
You gonna go away this? You gonna go away this weekend if you don't have heat?
Might have to. Yeah.
Where are you gonna go?
What do you think?
Scully expedition up in northern Maine?
Yeah, maybe. Might have to take a quick drive up to Madawaska.
You have to. So anyway, so Adrienne's great, and I don't know how long the conversation is, but it's actually pretty interesting again. And I think it's one of these ones where, and we'll play it, but it's sort of like you sit down and something, and then you realize, well, we kind of agree on everything. There's not really any.
Yeah, I would also say that she, in her circumstances, having a child suffering from gender dysphoria, she's dealing with it about as good and smartly as you possibly can.
Yeah.
And when you go back 4 or 5 years ago, when you and Jared were talking about it, there's this maybe fictionalized idea of these left-wing parents who, their son picks up a Barbie doll and they're like, all right, let's transition him,
right?
And they kind of force it on their child. And this doesn't seem like that at all.
She made me rethink the way I think about certain things.
Right, absolutely not. Yeah, no, she was
I
great.
think both Adrienne and AJ made me rethink, the entire conversation, which is why I think it's good to have.
So listen to this, and she's great, and she's a big fan of the show. So just keep that in mind. So is her husband, I think, a huge fan of the show, and she's she wanted to start the spiel about how great we all are. I'm aware of it. I don't need it. So, well, we like her, and anything to help her out. She has a book out as well, which we should. We talk about the book, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So here's Adrienne, and then Monday we're back with, I'm sure, more songs and more Fallout, and God knows what else is going to happen in the next 3 days. And I think I would like a presentation here. I want this put in front of me right here, Steve, of the
a pitch.
Yeah, I mean the itinerary. You going to be good to go?
Yeah.
You be sitting in the middle of the night tonight, shivering in your apartment, having your porridge.
Well, it'll get him in the mood. It'll get him right in the right state of mind. Yeah,
that's a good test.
I'm actually going to be sitting in front of my oven.
How many layers did you have on last night?
3.
Do you have a hat on or no?
No.
Steve's Cold House might be some sort of a parody song coming soon as well.
Cold House. We've done it. All right, we'll be back Monday. I can only imagine how creeped out you were when Steve Robinson called you on the phone and said he could see you from. I mean, it was
uncomfortable.
What kind of? Who would say on the phone to somebody?
Well, I mean, it's not a lot of traffic here. Maybe she got here a little bit early, and she was just sitting out there waiting till 8.
He's like, I can see you outside.
I literally
Turn
pulled
to your
up.
right.
Yeah, I pulled up, and about 30 seconds later, I get a call.
Is that
I
you?
can see you.
Unbelievable. It's like total psychopath. So the way they treat human beings, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's odd that Steve doesn't pick up on these normal human social cues.
American human. So we have you in here, and I guess so. You don't know any of us at all, but your husband's a fan.
No. I know all of you.
Okay.
Yeah. So my husband, a super fan.
Okay.
A Kirk fan.
It's called a Minifan, but that's okay.
A Minifan from way back in the day. He actually met you once. Very brief.
Oh, of course I remember. It was great. I'll never forget that.
Oh, he tells the story like you guys are best friends, but it was a Lowell Spinners game. He tells the story better, but it was a Lowell Spinners game, 2012. And
Jesus.
I think you just signed on with Dennis and Callahan at the time. And
right.
EEI was doing some event, and you guys were both in one. He was getting a hot dog. I don't know what you were getting. And they said, and today, at the park, we have Kirk Minihane. And my husband goes, that's you, right? And you go, yeah. And he goes, the fans love you. Because, of course, the
dead
park
silence.
was dead silence.
Dead silence. I still remember that. I think I was with Kate, and it was for, it wasn't even an EEI thing. It was a school, one of those, like, the class goes to the, the game at night or something. And they were like, and here today is whatever, from happy birthday to, and also here, WEEI's Kirk Minihane. It was literally like it was one I could hear the person.
That'd be like introducing me now.
Yes,
hey, Blind Mike is here.
Like if they choose me now, it'd probably be like that. And I was just like, that is really bizarre. That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. So he tells it, tells the story to everyone. So.
So I guess you're here today. We're just going to try and I guess just have a conversation. It seems like I don't know. Steve reached out to you. Or you reached out? I'm not even sure what happened.
Her husband actually reached out to us.
Right.
And then I had a conversation with her last week about her experience with a transgender child.
Right. So your son, rather your husband just didn't have the guts to show up today.
Pretty much. Yeah. No.
Well, after you have a meeting like that, you'll never top that first meeting. I mean, that's a legendary story.
He reached out to Steve and he said, I need to show my support. He actually was listening to the original broadcast between you and Callahan on the way that this whole debate went down way back in the day.
That's like, 5-6 years ago. Maybe.
Yeah, kind of what started it all. And the funny thing about it at the time was we were kind of in the midst of, I wouldn't say that our child was, in the midst of transitioning, but we at that point knew that there were a lot of things going on.
How old was your child at that point? Give or take.
2-ish.
Okay.
So maybe 3. So things were really starting to, come out and it was relevant to us, you know? And so he actually said that, 3/4 away, and not that you or Callahan said anything offensive, but 3/4 away into the conversation, he said, I turned the station off, which he never does. He said, I always listen, but it was really hitting close to home to me. It just put me in a place where I was like, I can't think about this right now. I have so many things to think about around our struggles that I cannot think about this right now, and just turn the channel.
So, go ahead.
So came home that night and said, hey, listen, you wouldn't believe what Kirk and Callahan were talking about today. So he starts telling me, him and I get into this heated debate.
Oh, nice.
Right? He agrees with you. Okay. I don't, right? I'm not saying we're fighting, but we're definitely heated. We both go to bed. We get up the next day.
So it doesn't lead to any, if I may, any passionate makeup coitus that maybe we helped you guys with.
Well, it's funny because speaking of that,
yes, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, Steve says, I can get you, knowing that my husband's a super fan, I can get you an autograph. And I'm not an autograph guy. Then this weekend he goes, see if they have any of those Roman wives samples in this.
We're here. Absolutely. Sure.
I like that Steve's running a pawn shop, by the way.
I know, really.
I can get you some memorabilia.
So I'm actually looking at some right now, Steve. Is that correct?
Stickers or
no,
what?
The Romans she's talking about. This in the jar. Are those in the jar right there?
No, these are the good thoughts that Mike got you for your birthday.
Oh, Christ.
How quickly we forget.
Those good thoughts are long
knocked
gone.
over.
So I guess when you say 2, my natural reaction is just sort of, it's still in 2019 for me, it's still sort of surprised. It just seems such a young age, intellectually, developmentally. It just seems, when somebody born a boy is 2 years old and they want to dress up like a girl, that seems to me not to be unusual, but I understand it's much deeper than that.
Right. So, well, at 1.5 and 2, that's all it really was, right?
Sure.
So, old 1, young 2, it was, we had an older son at home, so we didn't have a lot of quote unquote girl stuff. Not that there's girl stuff and boy stuff, but we didn't have the typical, bows, girls' toys hanging around. So when we would go to my niece's house, I say her, sure. even though then it was
at the time,
yeah. She would just light up. I mean, absolutely just light up, and would be gone for hours. And she would come out high heels, princess dress, everything. And at the time, 1.5, young 2, no big deal. Whatever.
Is this your first child? Your own?
No, this was my second.
Second, okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So we had a son that was a few years older, and he was just a typical, what you would expect to be a typical boy.
Traditionally, yeah.
And so we would be at my niece's house, or she would go to preschool, and she would always, go towards the stuff that was feminine. Mm-hmm. Again, no big deal, until she started to talk. As soon as she started to talk, she would say things to us like, I'm a girl. And we'd go, no, you're a boy. No, I'm a girl. And so, again, no big deal, right? Until 2.5, 3, we started to get, she started to realize, okay, yes, people are recognizing me as a boy, but I'm not. So she would correct us. No, I'm a girl. And so we would just be very honest. Like, you have a penis. You're a boy. You can like things that are feminine. That doesn't make you a girl, but you're a boy.
Are you at the point there where you're just still thinking this could potentially be a phase? It could be, or you...
I mean, I just thought all kids are different.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It was old 3, young 4 when things really started to feel different.
Different, yeah.
Yeah. She started to get really angry all the time. She started to make comments like, I don't want to be alive if I can't be a girl. She would say things like, well, when I grow up and my penis falls off. Like, almost as if, fine, I'll be a boy now if that's what I have to do, if that's what you're making me do. But you need to understand that I am a girl. I'm not a boy.
So what's going on in your head at this point? I mean, what's the step to go? So, I mean, both of my kids are older than that now. I've never had to deal with anything like that. I'm trying to think at 3 or 4, what do I do?
So it was hard to navigate because, I was walking this fine line of like trying to do things that made this child happy, mm-hmm. but at the same time sort of like live inside this, social expectation, So, okay, fine. If you want to wear a princess dress at home, go ahead. If you want to do this at home, go ahead. But, when we go out into the world,
you're not wearing that to school.
Things are expected of you. Of course, I look back now and I think, this is a 3-year-old. I mean, come on. But at the time, I kept thinking, like, I have to do my job as a parent, and I need to make sure that, mm-hmm. My kids understand I'm the boss, and this is the expectations for them. Plus, at that point, I have adults sort of like coming in and sort of starting to interject their opinions because, come on, let's be honest, a parent walks into preschool to pick up, and here's my kiddo, head to toe in princess, and they're like, are you really going to let your boy do that?
Right.
To my husband, hey, you really going to let your son walk around like that? So there was, and even family was starting to chime in like, hey, you think it's really okay for her to be wearing this stuff even at home? Like, what kind of message are you sending? And I just kept saying, like, I don't know. I don't know what kind of message I'm sending. I don't know what I'm doing.
Where's your husband on this?
Well, I'll get to that. So okay. I think he was following my lead, but I obviously don't think he was thrilled. On the same token, when you've got a kid that's sad all the time, or a kid that at this point, 3.5, 4, is now starting to act out, is now starting to show signs of depression.
Sure.
It makes you think twice. You want your kids to grow up, you want them to be well-rounded, you want them to be happy kids. I don't know any parent out there who doesn't want that. So you're walking this fine line.
Mike's birth father doesn't want him to be happy. Just to be, he spends no time with him like that. So I mean, there are examples.
Of course,
sure.
yes,
extreme cruel examples.
Extreme, exactly. For the most part, right?
Right.
So I don't know. So we just say we need to get this kiddo in therapy. So we get a therapist. We get a play therapist, and she goes in every week, and every week I'm in the room and she's playing dollhouse and she's the girl and all these family members. Cause at this point she's aware now of who's supporting her and who's not. And there's family members who are and there's family members who aren't. And the first thing she does every week is she takes the family members that aren't supportive and puts them in a closet and shuts the door of the dollhouse. And then she comes out and she picks the girl as her and me and my husband and her brother. And she, does these little, things where she's acting things out. And it's like, all of a sudden, you start to realize when you're watching her play, like she's putting those people away, those people that don't support her, get out of here. I can't have you in my life. Things at school were really escalating. She was starting to throw chairs at teachers and just really explosive. And then on the other side of that, just really sad all the time. So, we had these extremes and these emotions, and I just said, we need to go see someone. So we made an appointment with the gender clinic at Children's Hospital.
Okay.
We had to wait a couple months to get in, continued therapy, went to the appointment, and that was sort of where the turning point was for my husband. They interviewed us separately, then they interviewed her, and then they brought us all together. But during this interview where they had her off in another room and they had us, they basically, on the sheet of paper had statistics, and they said, listen, the bottom line is this. We've done research. Obviously, this is still newer, but we've done research, and basically 50% of kids who are gender nonconforming children who are not supported by their village will attempt or successfully commit suicide by the age of, I forget what age it was, 18?
Yeah.
50%. And my husband said that was a turning point.
Sure.
He turned to me and he said, if we don't do this, if we don't full in do this, we're basically signing a death certificate.
Well, I can't imagine, so let's just say you're two parents and this is going on in 1982 or 1994. Or, I mean, when I was in school, if it was me with my parents, they would, not even coming from a place of evil or cruelty, they just would have no idea. They would say, put your pants on and go to school.
Absolutely. But even today, really, for a long time, I did that,
Sure.
And I think it takes important conversations like that, the one we're having right now, to keep raising awareness so that we keep moving in the direction that this isn't a stigma anymore, that this isn't a statistic anymore. It's just we're progressive, but what's stopping progression is these people that are becoming offended by us having these conversations and maybe along the way sort of stumbling, maybe saying the wrong thing. But again, I mean, even I'm part of this community through my child, and even I have probably said things that could have been taken as, transphobic.
Sure.
But we're maybe just ignorant because I just didn't know any better. There's still so much I don't know. I only have an 8-year-old child. There's still so many things and so much a part of this community that I have no idea about.
Well, we actually, Jerry and I, after the Murchison thing first happened, they brought in, Mason Dunn is his name. I don't know if you've ever dealt with him. He speaks in a bunch of transgender issues. He's transgender himself, and a mom like you of a young child. And they were both very nice, but at one point it was either Jerry or I who said something, and the mom really snapped. And I actually remember it was actually Jerry, and it was a pretty innocuous thing. He was just asking a question, and I do think that reflexive sort of, which I understand where it comes from, but is not productive to trying to get to the finish line.
Correct.
Which is like, we're all going to say dumb shit. But if your heart's in the right place, let's try and figure out how to make things better.
Yeah, if you're worried about saying the wrong word or something, then it's hard to have any conversation about it. Has that
been your issue the first 20 minutes, Mike?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that was
pretty much exactly.
I could tell. But so the thing that your husband was talking about the day he was listening, and there were a couple of things that Murchison, and what you forget is the Murchison thing was audio from 2 or 3 years before he even started doing this. It wasn't like he heard it on the radio on a Tuesday and started emailing people on the Wednesday. This was from a couple of years before. And I think what you're referencing, and I could be wrong, is there was some story about a family who was willing to explore things surgically for a child who was 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is this. There is no set protocol right now in place as to like what age they do specific things. It's like everything else, each kid is different, right? And the path that you travel down. But they have this general outline. I don't know anyone who would allow a 4 or 5-year-old to have surgery. I mean, that seems...
It just seems dangerous. I don't care what the...
I absolutely agree with you.
It's just dangerous. I don't,
Yeah, and I think at 4 and 5, if you are identifying as a different gender and we're talking about changing pronouns and calling you a different name, I think that's really a realistic thing. And I think it's important that they try that on, because there is going to be a day where they will have to make those important decisions when it comes to things like hormones many, many, many years down the road.
Does that worry you, that stuff down the road? Or?
Every single day it worries me. Yeah. And I mean, my child, she's the one who sort of like has led the frontier. She's the one who kept saying like, we need to do something. You need this. I'm telling you, I am a girl and you need to do something. You're my mom. You need to help me.
How old is your daughter now?
She's 8.
She's 8. Okay, go ahead. I'm just trying to get some.
Yeah. And
so she's in 3rd grade?
She's in 2nd.
2nd grade, okay.
Yeah, we decided actually she should be in 3rd grade. We decided to keep her back a year because it was kind of when we were really in crisis. She was self-harming. When I say self-harming, I mean, you think about like self-harming as a 5-year-old, but she was like, she would pull out big clumps of her hair, just like, different things that you look at a child and you say, this child is in crisis.
Sure.
We need to do something. So all these little things added together was what really fueled us to say we need to get some help. And we walked out of that gender appointment at Children's Hospital, and she looked at me and she said, do you believe me now? And it was not as if I never believed her, but it was as if I needed somebody to get behind me. I needed to understand. And I don't know what it is that I needed to understand. I don't know what I needed the doctor to say, but I needed something, because again, there is no protocol. And, so anyways, we've been following this gender clinic, and they basically say this. They say, listen, you can identify, you can change pronouns. It doesn't change anything. It's really nobody's business. It's a kid, right? Mm-hmm. So you do that. You wait until they're a preteen. We follow them. We draw their blood. We make sure they're not in active puberty. And something that I think a lot of people don't understand is they actually make kids who believe they have gender dysphoria or identify with a different gender. They actually make them, there's 5 stages of puberty. They make them actually go into natural stage 1. Right? Mm-hmm. So they make them get that first wash of quote unquote natural hormones. Now that's scary to me too. Yes, do I think it's important? I do. But that's scary to me too, because now you've got a kid who's already struggling, who already has body dysphoria, who now knows that they're going to have to get that first wash of natural hormones and what that is probably going to feel like. At that point, they will explore, puberty boxes, which AJ really touched on really well on Friday. And basically what that does is it just presses the pause button and presses the pause button until they are more adult, 16, 17, 18, 19. And this is where I say that I think it's a little bit different. I don't think there's an exact age where they'll agree to do a hormone. Because I'm not there yet, but it's basically like, hey, listen, we're dealing with it as it comes, what you're comfortable with, what your parents are comfortable with. But again, this is stuff you're dealing with at 16, 17, 18, 19, maybe even 20 years old. This is when kids can go out and do essentially whatever they want, piercings, tattoos, whatever they do to their body at that point, they're considered legal adults. So, I just think that when you're talking about kids, 4 and 5-year-olds, it should be clear that the only thing they're changing is name and pronoun.
Yeah, when I hear puberty blockers as a phrase, though, it does give me pause. I just think it just sounds unnatural.
Like irreversible.
Yeah, it just sounds like, when I hear that phrase, and I don't, you're in such a different situation than me, but I hear that and I think, geez, that sounds like something that's dangerous.
Dangerous? I don't think they have found it to be medically dangerous.
Yeah.
But, I think it's more dangerous when you have a kid who has been identifying female since age 2 or 3 years old, who's now 12 or 13, and is dealing with male puberty. Imagine. I mean, I think that, would be more life-threatening
than
the possible effects
I agree with that. I know, I agree with that completely. But I just think that the phrase itself just gives me, because I remember, I mean, I don't know. Puberty was such a fucking disaster anyway. Normally, I mean, if you're just going through, I mean, puberty is terrifying.
Terrifying.
So I don't know. You're right though, and you think of it from that perspective. And now it's a sort of, if you identify and you think you're female and you're going through this, I mean, when boys go through puberty,
Oh, girls too, yeah.
True, but I mean, boys are having. I mean, there's things going on. All of a sudden you're having fucking wet dreams. You want to hump everything in the walks. You don't know what the hell. It is the strangest couple of you have this thing all of a sudden that you didn't really know what it was all your life, and now all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, this is what it's for.
Oh yeah, I have an 11-year-old boy too, so I get it.
Yeah, you're right in the middle of that's. Harry is 7 now, and I'm terrified of 3 or 4 years because I remember what that was like for my poor mom. But yeah, but that's a good way of putting it. The idea that I can't even think of it that way. You identify, you are a female in your mind. All of a sudden you're going through a male puberty change. It's like a horror movie.
Yeah. And I mean, again, she was in crisis at 5. There was no physical change. I mean, aside of having a penis, I mean, let's be honest, which nobody sees, she was still in crisis. So imagine now me saying to her, okay, now you're going to go through male puberty.
Right, here comes the hair and here comes the changes and the brain and the body.
And that scares me. It actually scares me to death. But I just keep thinking like, she was so sure at 5. I can't imagine when they look at us in 12 and say, are you sure you want to do this? That she won't be sure then too. And if she's not, then we'll stop and take pause, Right. It's not as if, she's not running the show here, but as a parent, I can look at her and say that she knows what she is. And I think that's where a lot of people get screwed up too. Right after we finally agreed to her transition, we're driving in the car, and I tried not to bring it up too much because the therapist was like, just let her live her life. But of course, I have all these burning questions all the time. And so we're driving in the car, and I get the best out of her because she's behind me. So, it's not as if I'm like asking. And we're just, chatting or whatever. And I say, hey, I've been thinking about this, now that we're really getting ready to do this, can I just ask you something? And she said, yeah, what? And I said, how do you know? Like, how do you know that you're a girl? How do you know it's not that you just really like girl stuff?
Girl stuff, yeah.
And it was, quiet for a second. And she said, well, how do you know you're a girl, Mom? And I was like, you know what? Wow, yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't get up in the day and say, I'm female. Here I am, She just knows that she doesn't know how to explain. She doesn't have words for it. I just am what I am. So that was a big moment for me. It was like kind of a turning point of like, all right, I just need to sort of do this and see what happens. And I wasn't confident at all at the time, but now, we're 3 years out, and I mean, she's a spitfire. She walk in, she's just a typical happy, well-rounded kiddo now.
That's great. I mean, and I think we talked about this with AJ the other day. It's an interesting time. There's somebody in my daughter's grade at her school who was born female and is a boy, and it's not some secret. People know it. The mom came in the year before. They moved from a different town. She talked to them, and nobody cares.
Yeah, I think we're like the last generation of people who will care. I mean, that's the hopes anyway.
I would agree.
Yeah.
No, I would agree. And I just think it's sort of, if Harry was in your, like, they would just play together, or they wouldn't, and it might come up, but it wouldn't be a big deal, which is seems like it's happening fast, which is kind of incredible.
It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So, one of our biggest things, and the thing my husband and I talk about all the time, is that we want to make sure that we, now that I'm here, is I want to say that, we support you 1,000%. We think you're awesome. We don't think anything that you've ever done or said has been transphobic in any way.
You're talking to me, not to Mike.
I'm actually talking to all of you.
It's okay.
Yeah. But,
well, let me interrupt you. I'm not even sure that's true, honestly. I think 5-6 years ago, I would have had different thoughts than I've had since then. Now, I wouldn't say I was blatantly transphobic then. I just was not educated.
Well, you were ignorant. I mean, there's a difference.
Right.
Yeah,
I would say since AJ was in, I have different thoughts than I did.
Well, she wasn't talking to you, Mike.
All right.
This is about my discovery. Do you understand? This is not about her child. This is about my discovery and my journey through the world.
This has been incredibly difficult for Kirk Minihane. I don't know if you understand dealing with the transition.
Yeah, I mean, really. I mean, I understand you've had some issues in your own, but I mean, my journey is far more.
Wasn't my point.
I mean, you have people trailing you in your car, Mike.
I thought you might agree with me. I thought you might say yes.
You really have to say. I do appreciate that, but I think that means a lot. But 6 years ago, if you sat here and told me the story and you walked out, I might have been like, geez, she's really nice. I hope her kid works out well, but geez, that's fucking kind of crazy. Now I'm like, that actually makes sense to me. I can understand that.
Well, but it is still kind of crazy.
But was I transphobic 6 years ago because I thought that? I don't think so.
No, I just think like I said, I just think you were a little ignorant to the whole thing. I think if you're not living it, I think if you're not living it day in and day out, and that goes for any issue out there.
If 10 years ago, if this was going on with your friends?
My husband and I say this all the time. Yeah, we'd be like, they're quack jobs. They are absolutely, what are they doing? Yes, absolutely. And that's why I say, I think a lot of people have these conversations. And because they haven't lived it or they don't know someone, if you met her, you'd say, oh my Lord, like, wow, what a great kid. What a this, and then if you had met her 5 years ago, you would have said, oh man, that kid needs some help.
Are both of your folks still alive?
No, just my mom.
Just your mom. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about your dad. So I'm curious about that generation. So how does that,
Well, at first, she was like, I don't know. I mean, I just don't know if you should do this. And I agreed. And my grandmother's still alive, 85. She's still alive. And she was like, oh, I don't know about this. And I said, I agree. And I said, but then it got to the point where I was like, listen, I'm the mother here. Sure. I'm living this day in and day out. And I have to do it. I just, after that appointment at Children's Hospital, I just said, we need to do something. And I don't know what else to do. So this is what we're going to do. And so they said, okay, and, any family member that wasn't on board when it happened is on board now because they see the effects. They see this happy, well-rounded kid and how many positive things that have come from this, So
yeah. I think it's so, you're back in the old days or even last generation, these parents who wouldn't talk to their kids because they were gay. It's so fucking stupid. Like it just seems so like you mentioned. So with my kids, I'm obsessed. I always ask Kate. How you feeling? You feeling good today? Who'd you have lunch with today? Who are you hanging out with? All you want them to be is happy. That's it. There's not. Once you have kids, you realize nothing else matters. Literally nothing else matters.
Yeah, the thing is this. It's a hard perspective, when you're not a parent, but when you become one, you do have. I don't care who you are. You have expectations. You have this kid. You have this little boy. You start thinking like, oh, maybe he'll play basketball like I did. Maybe he'll do this. Maybe he'll do that. So you do kind of have these like unspoken expectations. But as this kid grows, their happiness comes first. You're absolutely right. And whatever that looks like, that's what you do.
Sure. Yeah.
So
whether they play in the cello or what doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Right. It really doesn't.
Yeah. And the other kids and parents and teachers are all.
Some are, some aren't.
Oh, still, yeah. You still get some.
Their problem, not ours. And that it took a while to get there too. But
it can. But it can be a problem, and that it can upset your daughter. No.
No.
Good.
I think I think if anything, this has affected more my son, my older son, than her. I think he's older. He's a little bit smarter to it, and he cares a little bit more what people think. My 8-year-old, from a very early age, had to just accept the fact that people are going to think different than the way she thinks. And she's kind of over that, but, he's lost friends over it. But again, it is what it is. Her mental health has to come before the friends he could possibly make in school. Come on, You
never thought about moving or starting over or?
No. I feel like that would be running, and I feel like living in secret would be long term would cause problems on the other end,
Sure.
So
I think that's right.
Yeah. So I just think that we just stay and stick it out. Everyone has issues. Everyone has their cross to bear, and we stay and we figure it out, and we just make adjustments as we have to make adjustments, like every other family out there.
Have you been able to find like a community of similarly situated parents who you can share your experience with?
Sure. Yeah.
Some kinship in this.
Yeah. I'm part of a couple support groups online and things like that. But it's lonely. It is lonely because, again, even post transition, I still every day wake up. My husband actually, we were in a doctor's office about 6 months ago I have a younger son as well, and he got an autism diagnosis, and so they had this follow up with us to sort of see how we were managing our feelings, because this, autism right now is like big, and he said something, it was like a revelation to me. She said, how are you doing? And he said, we have a transgender child. Nothing you say to us, an autism diagnosis is actually a bit of a relief. And the reason I say that is because when you have a child with autism, they basically throw this thing at you that says, here are a list of resources. Here are all the ways that you can help your child.
Right. There's an existing roadmap. Yeah.
There is an existing roadmap. Exactly. And it almost makes it easier because you just know what you're supposed to do. And if you do those things, it will help your child. With the situation with our daughter, it's like every day we wake up and when we get these new obstacles that we have to overcome, we just sort of like talk to this person, have a doctor, we just sort of have to bring it together and follow our gut. Which
I would guess most days, though, I'm speaking, I have 2 kids, you have 3. I'm guessing most days are like a traditional day where you're running around doing 50 things, and then you put them to bed and start the next day. Occasionally things pop, but I can't imagine. I mean,
it's not. It was at first, but it's not part of our everyday living now. Right. She's just our daughter now. Yeah.
Does she goes to therapy still?
Yeah, she goes intermittently. We obviously increase when things come up, and she'll have to follow a therapist weekly once she's closer to puberty. But for now, she's just
What was the therapy process like? Because I mean, even now, I imagine it's difficult. But like at 3 and 4, they're not typically the best communicators. I feel like
no. Most of therapy was for me and how to navigate her feelings, and then play therapy for her. So a lot, I got to the bottom of a lot of what she was feeling by watching her play with like a dollhouse or assign dolls and characters, and she had them talking, and so I was learning a lot about what was going on in her brain through her play.
It's got to be so painful. As a parent, I can't even.
It was terrible.
That's got to be brutal.
Yeah, it was terrible. So, so that's that. I think the one other thing I kind of wanted to address was, if you're willing, is the whole.
If Steve is funny, I can answer that for you right now. He's not.
There's a big poll.
Yeah, there was a debate recently.
He can be funny occasionally.
Really?
I think so.
This is the most controversial thing you've said.
Yeah, this is Murchison's the call about that. Well, I mean, do you think that he was born in America?
I do not.
No. Okay, fine. Then you may ask whatever you like. Then go ahead. You can ask whatever you want.
No, it's not really asking. I kind of wanted to address the whole kids in sports.
Sure.
That's something that sort of has come up a few times with you.
And actually, I'm sorry, and you can say, but actually, when AJ started talking the other day, I don't know if you heard this part.
I did. Yeah.
I thought, okay, I never thought of it again from that perspective.
I'd say it's changed the way you think since AJ was in.
She did beat you in arm wrestling.
I said a few moments ago.
She did beat you in arm wrestling.
Sensitive Mike strikes again, Steve. We'll get to that later.
I let her win.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. No, but go ahead.
No, I think originally, you're right. I think the other day you kind of hit the nail on the head about, what that kid's going through is probably far more important than,
Right. Some kid finishing 5th instead of 6th or whatever in the race.
Right. But I guess the whole thing I wanted to sort of stress, and this is the whole argument that my husband and I had years ago when this originally was a conversation on the
old show, yeah.
On the old show, yeah. Was, he said, well, I kind of agree with Kirk, which I'm like, you always agree with Kirk.
I think you have to use his voice like that when he says that. I'm sure he said it very nicely.
Yeah.
I agree with Kirk. He was very articulate. I spoke to him 7 years ago. I still remember that conversation.
And at the time you were like, hey, listen, if my kid works hard and gets there, I don't want her, just let's use your daughter for swim.
Yeah.
If she gets there and she's worked hard and she loses to some biological male on the girls' swim team, I'd be frustrated.
By the way, I still would be.
Okay. So let's talk to that point then.
Sure.
You think team sports are important, right?
Yeah.
Youth team sports are important. For more than just the physicality piece, right? For the emotional piece, team camaraderie,
the whole
things
thing.
like that. Right.
Sure.
Okay. So this is the example I gave him. So my son loves basketball, plays for an AAU basketball team, great little basketball player. But every year the town has travel tryouts, and every year he doesn't make it. Even though he's one of the best kids in the courts, all politics, the team's picked before the tryouts start. And I said, at any point, did you think like, well, maybe we should have him transition too? Because that girls' team, he definitely make that team. There's hardly any kids on that team.
The worst idea. Yeah.
Well, but you never thought of that, right?
No, I would not think that.
Exactly, right? So it never even crossed your mind. So when you think of it from a kid who's cisgender is one who identifies as the birth they were born, it kind of seems silly, right?
Well,
So no one's transitioning explicitly to get an advantage in kids' sports.
I don't think anybody thinks that. I don't think anybody thinks that.
Okay, well, I mean, really, then what's the argument?
Well, the argument for me is almost, so when I say I'd be frustrated if somebody beat Kate in swimming, not frustrated to the point that I'd be yelling and screaming. I would just kind of quietly say, geez, that seems like an advantage physically to me that she'll never have. But it would be a thing where I'm not leading protests and calling meetings and all that shit. But I would to me, it's almost, where I get worried is when it gets into physical stuff. There was, stories about wrestling a few years ago, stuff like that. When somebody who's 15 or 16 decides to transition in from legitimate reasons, they feel like they're a woman, they are a woman.
Of course, yeah.
But when it gets physical and things like that happen, just as you spoke about being a concern as a parent, that's where I'd be concerned as a parent.
Well, I think when you're talking about a 16, 17, 18-year-old kid, you've got to assume at that point that they're at the very least on puberty blockers. At the very least,
I guess,
not.
Sure. But I mean, you've seen the Connecticut racing, high school sprinting stories, right? I think now the top 7 or 8 times in the history of the state are from girls who were born male. So, I mean, again, by the way, like, to me, it's not a thing where I'm going to be, burning steaks over it. I just think it's, of course. I could see as a parent, and I think you might understand that 10 years ago, if you're a parent and your teenager, daughter loses to somebody who was born male, like, maybe you're frustrated at that point before you go through this experience.
Yeah. I mean, I think, again, it just comes back to like a thing about being a little bit ignorant. Like, hey, that kid not only transitioned, but is brave enough to stay. Think about what AJ said.
No question.
Yeah. The second I transitioned, I was out of there. Hey, staying on that sports team probably would have been the best thing for her. Whatever she was doing at the time, that probably would have been the best thing for her. It would have been another group of people that were behind her that didn't make her feel so isolated and alone.
Right.
And I think that really outweighs who comes in 5th or who comes in 6th. It becomes a moot point to me.
Well,
anyway.
if you have somebody you have a cisgender daughter, right,
Mm-hmm.
and she's 15 years old, 16 years old, and she's in a physical competition with somebody born male, transition female, you're totally comfortable with that. Physical. I'm not talking about running or sprinting, something that's whatever. Pick the sport you want.
I do think I do imagine people taking a moment and taking pause on that. I do absolutely
That's
agree.
All it is. It's
taking
not, right.
pause, but I don't. At the end of the day, it's kids' sports, and at the end of the day, what it signifies, what it stands for, what we're really trying. 99% of these kids aren't going to the NBA. They're not going to the NFL. They're just there, and we're trying to teach them to be a team. We're trying to keep them active. We're trying to give them something from a social, emotional, mental, and physical standpoint. And I think all of that outweighs what gender they were born as.
I'm not sure I disagree with that.
I think where it gets a little real is like a woman who is very competitive in track and is looking to get a scholarship. I think when you put on like their kind of future, what school they're going to go to.
When the competition does matter.
Yeah, when the competition matters for that girl, and then she loses out to someone who she thinks it has an unfair advantage based on their gender transition. That's when it gets kind of real.
Yeah, I think like a 17-year-old who's in transition, their body is probably more at war than if a female born female in natural puberty would be my guess. And again, it's a guess because I've never had a 17-year-old in unnatural puberty.
Right.
But I would imagine with the combination of hormone blockers, possible estrogen, that their body is probably suffering, even though, generally speaking, biologically male, I would imagine that body has been through as much, if not more, than this 17-year-old track star who's born female, identifying female. Would be my guess anyway.
Okay, what other questions, criticisms do you have? I'm here. I'm ready to take them all. Fire away.
I don't have any criticism. I don't. I think again,
like
you've said a few things. I think you have said a few things along the way that you just don't know any better.
I don't even think that was
like when he insults me. You're talking about
she's not meaning that.
Oh, okay.
She certainly does not mean that. True, but I think and we talk about this all the time. But I think that's kind of why whether it's this issue or any other issue, you find people who you disagree with or can educate you, who are willing to have a conversation. You have it, and then you're done. It's not that complicated. I mean, it's a complicated issue, but to get to the solution, I think sometimes is easier than people think.
It absolutely is. That's why I'm here.
I know. That's why we like you can come here anytime.
That's great.
You guys have any questions for her?
No, I mean, we talked mostly on the phone. We kind of pre-interviewed about this. Not one thing I
how long did you talk to Steve on the phone?
Oh, my husband wanted to know. I think it was like 11 minutes, 12 seconds or something.
How bad was that?
Actually,
I just listen. I'm a good listener.
You know what? He's not a bad. If you met him out of this context, he's a great guy. In this context, you start to worry about it a little bit. Yeah,
I understand.
I'm listening. Fire away.
what I took away was
listening mode on.
I am told to listen. Go ahead.
I can't imagine what it's like to have like a 4 or 5 year old making statements about self-harm and saying that they don't want to live, because at that point you're expecting the kids to be talking about dolls and boogers and like fun stuff, but to get like
yes,
the famous booger. Who can forget that booger conversation?
Yeah, no, kids talk about boogers. But
Steve, I have 2 kids. They've never had a conversation about boogers before.
Have they ever?
Have you ever been around children?
Have they ever expressed like an existential view of not wanting to live if they couldn't have a certain gender expression? That just seems like
the first time Harry met you. That's what he said in the car after. So, what is the purpose of life, Dad? I said, Harry, it's a good question.
You're working with Blind Mike and Steve Robinson.
I said, the less time you spend with them, life will become better for you. Don't worry, we'll keep them away from you. No, but I do you're right in that they would never say that. I'm fortunate I've never had that conversation. It's a horribly scary thing.
Yeah, it definitely was.
And you have a children's book that you put out, right?
Yes, I have a copy that I brought for Kirk to keep.
Steve naturally brings that in. I didn't know about it. Why didn't you tell me that?
I did, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we've had that published, and all of our proceeds we've put back into the community and bought more copies and donated them to pediatrician's office, to the Children's Hospital Gender Clinic, just a children's book about our experience. It's been fun. It's funny because people say, you an advocate for kids that transgender kids, and I said, no, I'm not. I'm just passionate about my kid, just like anyone else is passionate about their kid. How much did you know about competitive swimming before your daughter came along? Probably
Zero.
Not
Zilch.
Much, right? But now you probably could talk the talk. You know, yeah.
And you don't. You dedicate. I thought you would dedicate this book to your kids. You dedicate it to me. That's really really surprised. That's very nice. Thank you so much for that.
If my husband wrote a book, he'd probably dedicate it to you.
How is your husband doing? He's good.
Yeah, he's good.
I miss our talks.
He's still riding high off that little spinner.
Well, I mean, he's been living for years on that story. Jeez.
Yeah, I was like, we couldn't really, with 3 kids and 2 full-time jobs. He's like, you just go without me. I'm like, you're the one who reached out to see. What do you mean go without you? He's like, yeah. I mean, I'll go if you do okay. He's like, you do the.
You're the test balloon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it's going to be an ongoing. He's bringing you every week. Oh, that's fine. That's good. Well, we appreciate it. We'll definitely anything you need, reach out. If you need any help for anything, we're here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just the kind of guys we are.
Yeah, you guys, you're great guys. It's an awesome show.
Continue.
No, I mean, seriously, my husband all weekend was like, are you nervous? I'm like, well, should I be? I mean, no, I'm not. What are you going to wear? And I'm like, Steve wears a hot dog shirt to work. I'm not that worried about what I'm going to wear.
What you're going to wear?
Yeah.
Jeez, I didn't realize this was going to be such an experience.
Yeah. So.
Well, no, we appreciate it. And anything, anytime you want to come on again, we'll have you on anytime, Adrienne.
That's awesome.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
You too.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.